Yo, YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Big Play Slay here. Coming back with yet another live stream with my guy Jordy Fighter here to call the Alabama Cincinnati game, the Cotton Bowl Classic. How are you doing, my guy Jordy? Happy New Year's Eve to the people in the chat and to you as well. So what's going on, man?
What's going on? Just chilling, setting up. I was thinking about doing my own stream, and then you sent me a message, so I had to come by. But yeah, Happy New Year's Eve to everyone and to you, and let's hope this game's a good one. Hey, something up in your mic. We can't hear you.
I was just saying, like, where is your timestamp at right now?
I'm still during the national anthem.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yo, what's going on, AB? What's going on, Jinx? What's going on, AB again? And Big Bridge. Hold on, let me pin your link in the chat. Where is it? All right. So before we get into the live play-by-play and stuff, who do you have winning this game, Jordy?
Alabama. I mean, the one knock on Cincy that I do have is they're like BYU last year, except a little better. They're going up against a weaker Alabama team than normal, but it's still a strong Alabama team. And Cincinnati, I think, is going to get knocked back to just knocked back to what they know, because this is a tough game. I don't think they should be here in the first place.
Yeah, I agree.
But at this point, you just got to roll with it, because the year UCF didn't get in, we've been hearing about that since then. So here's just a showing of why we don't put some of those teams in the college football playoff, because it never works out.
I agree. Cincinnati, they have Ritter. Is Ritter playing in this game, by the way?
He should be.
All right. So if Ritter's playing this game, I mean, it should be an interesting game. But Alabama, this just goes to show you how good they are. One of their worst years, or basically one of their best years. Their team is really strong. They have a lot of good players on their teams. They have Evan Neal on their offensive line. They have Bryce Young as their star quarterback, and they have a lot of guys on that defense. They have Christian Harris. There's so many guys on that defense that can go in the draft this year. But what do you expect, for the X factors in this game? Who do you think is a major X factor to why Bama's going to win this game?
Honestly, I'd say just their defense in general, because that's their offense can compete with Cincinnati, even missing Mechie, and it's going to come down to, can the defense hold them? And that their defense is built well enough where, yeah, they can. Because unless Cincinnati's team starts balling out and you've got guys like Ahmad Gardner in the secondary who can pull off some unbelievable plays, Bama's going to walk away with this early and going to stay walking away with it.
Yeah. I cannot wait to watch Ahmad Sauce Gardner today. What do you think of Desmond Ritter? Because people like him in the draft. Where do you think he's going in the draft?
I do think you're going to see a late surgence of QBs jumping up boards right before the draft. There always is. That's always a position of need that gets picked high. But I don't like Ritter necessarily. I put him in the same category as I put Zach Wilson, because this year he really broke out. He really had a big year, but he didn't really play anybody. He played a Notre Dame squad that was just getting itself together, and that loss is what they needed to kick themselves into high gear. They beat Wisconsin, they beat UNC, USC. They started going on a tear after that. And it wasn't the same team they played. So I think they got bailed out in that game too. So I don't have a high look on him, on Ritter. I don't think he's that great of a quarterback, but we'll see what he can do. I wouldn't put him above guys like a Matt Corral or a Kenny Pickett, especially. I'm super high on Kenny Pickett, but
Yeah,
he'll probably go in the high to mid first round.
yeah. I could see a team jumping up for Kenny Pickett, like just trading up for all their assets and stuff.
Oh, someone will do it, either for
Yeah.
him or for Matt Corral. Somebody will.
Yeah. I mean, Pickett, honestly, I think he would fit in our system. And we do have 3 first round picks, but I just want to bet on Hurts for the next year or so.
Hey, if we trade up for anybody, I'm trading up for Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
If there's
So,
one thing I can say about him, it's that if you trade up for him, you probably won't be sorry.
yeah, today it is Bama Cincinnati, 4 seed versus the 1 seed. And we have later today at 7 o'clock, Georgia versus Michigan, the battle of the two amazing, talented defenses. That should be one fun game.
Yeah, it
Not
should.
wait to watch that.
Yeah, I have people coming over to watch that game. That's gonna be interesting because I know a couple Michigan fans, and the stakes are high for them. So we'll see if Michigan can really get over the hump and beat the hardest team to beat in this college football playoff, I'd say, or they fall to a Georgia team that's gonna roll through Alabama because they're gonna come back with a vengeance if they win.
Yep. Yep. So wait, wouldn't didn't Alabama and Georgia already play? I
Yeah,
don't
they
think so.
played in the SEC championship, and Alabama won, sadly. Because if they didn't, Georgia would have won, knocked Alabama out. That would have pushed Notre Dame in. Notre Dame could have been the 4, and they would have been playing Michigan right now. Something I would have loved to see, but, since Alabama had to screw everything up, it's not happening.
Yeah, Alabama. We should have beaten Alabama the
You should
first
have beaten
time we played them
Alabama.
this
That would have
year.
helped.
We choked our lead against them though.
There's a reason. There's a reason Bo Nix is on the wall, or is walking away, and is going to
Yeah.
Oregon.
Yep. And Bigford says, is Jeff Okuda a bust? Right now he's a bust, but I would still wait another 1 to 2 years. If he's not good, then he's a bust.
I wouldn't say that. I'd wait till he goes to a good team because
Yeah.
you put anybody on the roster on the Lions roster and show me that they suck, I'd say put them on a good roster and then let me see what the difference is.
I mean, another thing with Jeff Okuda is he's had what's the old coach that the Lions had?
Matt
Um,
Patricia.
Matt Patricia. They had him. So he didn't have the best development. Like to be around. Matt Patricia is a good defensive coach, but he didn't take the time to really defensively coach some of the defensive players over there for the Lions. That's why Slay left the Lions. That's one of the reasons Slay left the Lions and he got traded. But so I think Dan Campbell, if he hires a good defensive coordinator, what's his name, Jeff Okuda can actually do something under that defense. But I wouldn't really call him a bust yet. There is a couple corners in this draft though I'm really high on, and one of them is playing today.
Oh, Sauce Gardner.
Yep.
Yeah, I am kind of high on him, but his stats are a little padded in the red zone.
Yeah.
Just because that's a lot harder for certain teams to play in the red zone. I've seen it from a lot of teams and from some bad coaches. So I want to see what he can really do in the NFL.
I agree. Stingley, yeah, of course everyone is going to be on the Stingley train. What's going on, Coach Dante? But Booth Jr. is starting to rise up draft boards. That's one player.
I'm not high on Alabama guys. There's one reason. Usually, well, more offensive than defensive, but usually I won't be a high on an Alabama guy just because Alabama usually doesn't pan out in the NFL.
I agree with that. And usually when they do pan out, it's more offensively and not defensively.
Yeah. When you're put in that system with so many great players all together, it just sometimes it makes guys look way better than they actually are. Or
Yeah.
they just can't handle the jump. So you should always be cautious in any draft, but especially when it comes to somebody from Alabama. and no matter what position.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Of course, we all want Kyle Hamilton. Another player that I'm starting to like really like watch his film on is Nakobe Dean. I think he should rise up draft boards. And another player at the linebacker position is Devin Lloyd. I like his
Yeah,
versatility and how he.
Lloyd's a good player, a little versatile. Somebody I'm really high on is Ross from Michigan. I can't believe I'm saying this,
Mm-hmm,
but just watching him play, as long as you got a front four that can do some things, he's going to excel because
mm-hmm,
he's got a bit of the instincts. He knows where to look. He knows what to do. I like him as a prospect, as a third or early third, late second day guy. I think he'll jump up, not super far, but he's a good
mm-hmm.
player. And like you said, Kyle Hamilton, he's a guy everybody wants because when Kyle Hamilton's on the field, you don't throw to his side of the field. It's like you're playing against B Doc or somebody like that, where they're going to cover that whole side of the field. And he was someone where if you threw it to the sideline, maybe 10 yards or maybe about 5 yards in front and 10 yards to the right, he'll be up there trying to get that ball like quick. Like he'll be right there. And it's like, dude, how are you that fast and you're that big? Because he's like 6'3", 6'4". He looks skinny for his height. He looks
Yeah,
like he looks like he's got like noodle arms sometimes when I look at him. But he can fly, dude. He can definitely fly.
he really can. And his coverage, I like one thing about his coverage. He's so fast and he gets to the ball. Like he's always around the ball. That's something I like about him. Um,
Yeah, he gravitates towards it. I don't know what it is.
yeah, it's always like that. But that just shows you how good he is as a player. And personally, I just don't see him slipping out of that top five when Houston picks.
Yeah, that's why I want to trade up because Hamilton fixes your safety problem right there.
Yep.
You don't need a great safety to play alongside him.
Hmm.
He does everything for you on one side of the field too, and that takes pressure off your linebackers and your corners.
Yeah, I agree with that. Daxon Hill, he's another player that I wouldn't mind. He's a safety from Michigan,
Yeah,
but he's
what
got
does worry me
muscle.
about him is he wasn't in Miami as of yesterday. He
Yep.
was back in Michigan. Now, I don't know why. I may or may not. I won't say it, but all I'll say is he's not there for a reason. You're probably not going to see him today. You might see him for the Natty.
Yep. I agree with that. Victory says Hamilton or Russ. I agree with you.
Yep.
Right now, our best bet is to trade up for one of those picks. We'll trade one of those picks away, either to trade back or to trade up for definitely a guy like Hamilton.
What I think would work would be you trade to your first, move up, and then you move back on one of your first. You still get some of your draft capital back, and you still have something in the later rounds. Because that first, you can move back for something. The
Yep.
first are worth more than any other pick, so why not?
Hmm. And another thing with that is based off of the combine and pro days, all it's going to take for quarterbacks to rise is based off one throw. So that might slip for Kyle Hamilton, a player like him, with his talents and his assets to bring to a team. I think that's something that can drop him down because the quarterbacks are going to rise. But if Houston looks at him, I think they're going to take him. They can also look at a quarterback for the future, but I don't think they would do that this year.
Yeah, if my thing is if Deshaun's cases don't solve themselves and they seem to be still a big problem and they don't think Davis Mills is the answer, I think they go quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be fine with Davis Mills for now until they find a veteran to bring in. And that's what worries me about them going after Kyle Hamilton. But all it takes is one receiver running a fast 40 in the first round that's already in the first or second to push him up high. I
Hmm.
mean, the combine pushed Chase Claypool from a fifth round pick to a second round pick.
Yep.
It'll move guys up and down. You get injured or you don't show up to your combine, or it can drop guys. And not only that, I hate that Kyle Hamilton had to miss time with the fat pad injury that I had to see him go down with. But because I was at that game, it was horrible watching him go down. But I'm kind of happy because if that leaves even a little bit of doubt for teams, they'll pick somebody else. It's like
Mhm.
that. If they have a little doubt about you, they won't pick you. So there's hope there that he could drop.
Mitch says Jordy is a closet Michigan fan,
Mitch,
and Vic says that
Mitch,
too.
Mitch, don't make me come down there. Not only that, you are a Penn State and Michigan fan. I don't want to hear it. I live with a Michigan fan. I have to hear about these guys all the time.
Yeah,
Trust me. I am not a closet Michigan fan. I am the complete opposite. The amount of times I will put them in the same category as USC is a lot because I hate both of them.
I hate Alabama as much as you hate Michigan.
Yep. And Bryce Young does not deserve the Heisman Trophy.
I agree. All right,
That
kick
Kenny
off the
Pickett
set.
got robbed.
Kick off the
Pickett or
set.
Hutchinson got robbed.
100%. I think Hutchinson definitely got robbed.
Yeah, he's put up one of the best defensive seasons in a while for a defensive end, and they're just like, no, we're gonna go with this kid who should barely even be in the race. Really?
That just shows you quarterbacks and what they mean to football. Like especially what they mean to football. Hutchinson should have won. I agree, Mitch. All right. This year, Bryce Young, 43 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions. So good season from him this year, but not as good as a season as Hutchinson for what he's doing on the defensive side. One receiver at the top, one at the bottom. The tight end in motion. We got a running back in the backfield. Handoff goes to the running back. Who is that? He gets a gain of 5. Down to the 30.
6. That's Robinson Jr.
Robinson Jr. He's another player that I've been scouting. 3 receivers at the top.
And
Handoff to Robinson.
notice how they pulled in a sign with the Buffalo Bills logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
That I find funny. I've seen those on signs all the time. I'm like, what do the Buffalo Bills logo have to do with signs?
They're going quick. Hurry up right here. They're trying to confuse that Cincinnati defense. They're already moving 3rd and 1 now. Young, another handoff to Robinson Jr. He gets the first down. Again, they are just gashing that Cincinnati defense right now with that running attack.
They're not built to handle the run early.
Yeah.
Since he's gonna have to settle in, that's what it's gonna take to stop that run game.
I agree. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Robinson in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be another handoff. Could be a play action right here. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. Handoff again to Robinson Jr. Robinson Jr. fighting tackles, and he gets a gain of 8, I think, on that play.
Refs missed it was a gain of 7. The refs missed a blatant offsides call on the defensive end on the left side, and they still didn't call it.
Yeah. College misses their calls, actually. They just miss too many flags.
Well, it's better than
Mike Nixon.
It's better than Pac-12 refs. Pac-12 refs are the worst refs in college football.
Quads, I think that's a diamond formation. Young drops back, looking, getting pressured. Young, great tackle there from number 11 from Cincinnati. Oh, I think that's number 41. My bad. Great tackle there from him, though. Who is that? Let me see.
This Alabama squad's rolling early. They're gashing him with the run, and there's nothing Cincy can do.
The 3rd and 2 motion, or that's an end around pitch. Goes to number 1, and he gets a big first down there. Nice play design from Alabama right there. What's going on, Nixon? How are you doing, man? But great design there from Bama. 1st and 10 again. Another handoff to Robinson Jr. Robinson Jr. fighting tackles again, bro. This dude is so good right now. This dude is balling right now.
Since he's getting reminded why they're not a Power 5 yet.
Yep.
Just saying, They may be moving up to Power 5 soon, but that ain't gonna help them right now.
Another handoff to Robinson Jr. He gets the first down. Now they're in Cincy's red zone, bro. Notre Dame sucks. I gotta put that out. No, I'm playing.
Wow.
Okay. I'm playing.
I see how it is.
All right. Bama, one receiver at the top, one at the bottom. A flag there. There's already a flag there. I think that was neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The call was offsides number 90 of Cincinnati.
Offsides on the 90? Yeah.
Yeah, they're switching a lot between 3-4 and 4-3. They're trying to find whatever works. It's not.
Yep, offsides 99. Cincinnati. No, Alabama. It is Cincinnati, my bad. They put the wrong things on my screen, so
here they're gonna get the pass. They have to pass. There's no way you can run 10 times in a row.
Yeah, they gotta pass. It's the red zone. You're 1st and 5. You have to pass right here. I like how they're moving the ball though right now.
No, they're just doing what works.
Yeah. One receiver at the bottom, one at the top. Robinson in the backfield. Another handoff to the running back. Gets a gain of 4. This time it's the other running back, number 6. Number 6 for Alabama is Kyrie Jackson.
This game reminds me of when I start playing NCAA 06 Dynasty, and I get my squad up to a 6-star prestige, and I continue playing Syracuse because I make it a New York Dynasty or Dynasty New York, and I make Syracuse the rival, and I continue to destroy them because Syracuse hasn't been good in years. That's what this looks like.
That's me being in Syracuse. I know that a lot. Another handoff there. They get the first down. But Syracuse sucks, though. Like, their football team, maybe it'll be good this year. They got a couple players coming out of college.
They chased away 2 of their best players. This game's going to be quick and efficient. I can tell. What a score. First time they've actually thrown the ball today.
Touchdown. Bama already gashing the defense down. 8-yard touchdown.
They ran 10 straight run plays just to throw it one time for 8 yards. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. That just goes to show you how bad Cincy's defense is. Touchdown right there. Who was that? Meaty or 18? That's 18, number 18. Bolden. Kick is up, and it is good. Bama takes a 7-0 lead. Whew. What'd you think about that drive, Jordy?
It was a good drive. They were doing what worked with the running game, and since he couldn't stop it, they tried to pull different looks. They tried to do what they could, but nothing worked.
Yep. They just babied them on that drive. I mean, that just goes to show you how bad Cincy's defensive line is. Personally, right now, I don't think Cincy can stop that rushing attack from Bama. That's what I think is going to win them this game, that rushing attack.
Yeah, they're not built to do it. They're not built to stop it. This is not – it's not like they're facing Michigan or somebody that's got a loaded D-line and you can't run the ball. Cincy's D-line's the opposite, so they're really just going to continue with the run until it stops working, because they know they can't throw efficiently on certain guys like Gardner, so they're just going to run the ball. And Cincy's not going to do anything.
Yeah. I don't really know how they're going to put up points here because this Alabama's defense is really good. Of course, you got Christian Harris, the linebacker, who is starting to fall in the draft. I've seen in some mock drafts he's going in a third round right now.
Yeah, he's falling, and at this point, with how we need linebackers, it's welcome because we'll take anything right now.
Yeah.
Really, we'll take anything. I don't care if it's some guy who had one good year out of the transfer portal that just came out of transfer portal somewhere. As long as he's doing something better than our linebackers, draft him.
Agreed. I still think Sauce Gardner is like the only real player on that defense for Cincinnati. But right now, I could see Desmond Ridder getting hot here, but you got to start throwing it like deep or something because I don't know how you're going to get in this game if Alabama's just gashing you down that rush game.
Yeah, that's the only way you can win is throwing the ball because with how Bama's defense is built, you got to throw it and you got to throw it deep.
Yep. Karlaftis, big first says. Big fan of Karlaftis. Don't mind me here. I'm just eating my food. People in the chat. But a game is back. Thank you to the four watching. Make sure you go subscribe to Jordy's channel. Go check him out on Twitter. Great content creator. Let's get him to 100 today.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah. Kickoff right here from Bama. And it is touchback. So since he's going to get the ball at the 20. Since he's going to start off with the ball at the 20. You want to call this drive, Jordy?
Sure, I'll call this drive. So, Desmond Ridder, he is one of the most winningest in Cincinnati history. He was his only high school offer. Takes the snap. Shoots one to his running back for about 5 yards to make it a 2nd and 5. This offense is really going to start rolling. You can already tell because they're going to go short. It's going to be short, sweet, and to the point. That's going to be their game tonight, and it's really going to run through Ford and Pierce, their running back and receiver respectively, and they're going to try to avoid Will Anderson Jr. at all costs.
Yep.
All right, Cincinnati setting up. Running back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, hands the ball off up the middle for about 4 yards before forward progress is stopped. And he did what all good running backs do and kept churning. That's good to see from a running back.
Does Bama have any like good cornerbacks this year?
Not anybody that really sticks out by name per se, like they normally would, but they've got a good guy here and there.
Yeah.
And that is a screen pass from Cincinnati for a first down. They're going to keep rolling.
Good on, Steven. Yep. Go ahead. I was just saying something in the chat. Good.
I'm wondering when Surrender Cobra is going to come out, what quarter, because Cincinnati, I have a feeling, if they can't figure out this defense quick, it's not going to work.
Yep.
2 tight ends, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end and receiver to each side. Ridder takes a snap, hands the ball off. That is about 8. Pile push to maybe even a first down at about the 48, 49. That should have only been 8 yards, but the pile, as long as you start pushing the pile, that thing will move. But I don't know how Cincinnati's offensive line stacks up compared to that defensive line in terms of strength and everything. Oh, no, that's barely not a first down. 2nd and 1 from their own 48, Cincinnati. Quarterback, 1 running back to his left, tight end to his left, receiver to his left, receiver and tight end to his right. Throws to the right of the field, incomplete. The receiver fell, number 10 on the play. That you can't fall on that. That he had another good 5 yards of space on with him if he caught that.
Yep.
So Alabama defense playing a little off coverage. Smart.
So I've seen a couple good players for Cincinnati on like defensively. Do they have anyone like offensively at the receiver position?
They got, I just said his name too. The one receiver who is at the top of the screen as the run's taken to about the 49 for a first down. Not Price, the other one. Price is the running back. Oh, I should know his name. I just said it. But they've got one very good receiver. He's not high-level draft talent, but he's still good. And that's about it. It's not like Virginia where they've got 3 guys that fly under everybody's radar. They only got 1. So we'll see what they can do. All right, 2 receivers, 2 Raiders left. 1 receiver and tight end to his right and running back to his right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws to number 8, and that is going. And he's tackled at the 30. That was a good play. Alabama bid on the run. That you can't do that.
I heard they have Alec Price, but that's the only receiver I know for Cincinnati.
Yeah, Bama, you're going to see a lot more off coverage right now because unless they really continue to run a West Coast offense and throw the ball short, they're going to make sure Cincy won't throw the deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 corners off by about 5 yards. One of them's only off by about 2 at the top screen. And that pass is deflected behind the line by, I want to say it was Will Anderson Jr. I don't know for sure.
What I would like to see Cincinnati do is do pitches to at least get some of their guys going. But I don't think they will do that.
Yeah.
This
Bama defense is going to be interesting once they get in the red zone.
Yep.
Ritter, 2 receivers and a tight end to his left, running back and receiver to his right. Takes the snap. Looking left, throws the ball, completes it. Oh, he gets by 1 Alabama corner and tackled at about the 9. Good play.
Good play right there.
That gets Alabama that gets Cincy in the red zone. Alabama's going to have to start playing clamps, and Ritter knew exactly where he wanted to go on that play. He knew immediately who his first 2 reads were, and his first read was open. I think he can be happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And that was Scott with the catch on that. And so did somebody just call a timeout?
Yeah. I wanted to get to this question that Big Fridge asked. He says, is Jameson Williams the best wide receiver in the class playing? You want to take that first?
He's not the best receiver in the class. Nope. Not even going to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I even want to talk about that one. But with this on commercial, I have seen a lot of clap, not to get off topic quick, but I have seen a lot of clap cadences from Ritter, which means it's probably super loud in there. So you'd think there'd be a little bit more of a balance between Bama and Cincy fans than that portrays.
Yep. I mean, Cincy has decency of fans. Of course, Bama's going to take this section over because, Bama fans are basically everywhere.
Yeah, and half of them are bandwagon. They can't name you who was quarterback 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my team sucks, and my team will probably suck for the next 10 plus years again. But hopefully we do something in the next 10 years. But we're Auburn. That's just what we do.
Yeah, you guys got to start. You got to utilize transfer portal a little more, and then you guys would be fine.
But that's our problem, though. We don't know how to get the best recruits.
Yeah, That's been Auburn's problem is recruiting. They play well, they just don't recruit very great at times.
Yeah, and I mean, we did go toe to toe with Bama, and that could have knocked them out of the playoff picture.
If only you had a better quarterback, then you would have won.
Mm-hmm. Big
Now-
Chris asks, question for Slay: who's better, Garrett Wilson or Jameson Williams? Honestly, I got to go with Garrett Wilson. Why did I say Williams? Garrett Wilson. I really like him. He's a dog.
Wilson's one of the best in the class. He's arguably better than Olave, and I don't like either of them as players, but they're both good. They're both first-round talents, and ultimately Wilson's just a better guy, really.
There's really no set in stone in this draft for receiver position. I mean, Olave could rise through the combine and stuff, but it's not like everyone wants him. Like, he's probably going to go in the mid first round. I would say like between 10 to 20.
Yeah, this year isn't going to be a year where you see receivers go high. It's not. And even if it was, you'd only get one or two. Last year we had an anomaly with like 4 in the top 20. But you're not really going to see that this year. You may see 1 or 2, barely. I mean, there's not many teams that need a receiver super high right now. You're probably going to see them look a lot more defensively because that's where this draft's stacked at.
You're calling that draft, that play?
Yeah. Ritter motions tight end to his left, fakes the handoff, throws, and it's deflected at the line. That should have been picked, but Alabama has no defensive awareness today, apparently.
The receiver was open in the end zone, too. Like, it was a simple slant, and he had him, too. He beat him on that route.
Yeah, and it was a good pass. It looked like it was right place, right time for the defender. Good play by the quarterback, but better play by the defender. Yeah, because that was a linebacker that blitzed in the gap. He was just right place, right time.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
If he stayed in coverage, that's going straight to the receiver. Ritter motions to his left, looking to his right, throws. That was almost complete to number 11.
See,
and
that's the things that I'm talking about with Ritter. Like, Ritter, I like him as a quarterback, but he sometimes overshoots his receivers.
That's what it is. It's Pierce. That's what I was talking about earlier. He's their good receiver. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good receiver. He's a good player. There's a couple of things he needs to work on.
Agreed. 22 watching. Y'all like and subscribe. Go check my boy Jordy out. Now it's starting to go down for them.
Yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't look the price again because that's going to get shut down. They know where they're looking. But Ritter will fake the handoff, throw short on a screen, and that's blown up. Tackled back to around, they'll probably place around 17 or 18. You'll see Cincy roll out their field goal unit because you're not going to try to put up 7 here on an Alabama defense.
No, this game will not be shown through YouTube, Chris Powell. This game is not going to be shown. It will be called, though, so if you want to stick around, watch me and my guy Jordy call the game.
And out trots Cincinnati's kicker. 7 of 17 on field goals this season for 41%. That is the lowest in the FBS. Mm-hmm. He's lining up on the right hash mark, so we'll have to go right to left. The kick is up, and it's good for about 33 yards. Not a hard kick, but all it takes is bad ball placement from your holder, and that's off.
Mm-hmm. I got you, Chris.
All right, so you're on the next drive?
Yep.
Are we going to alternate? You cover Bama offensive drives, I cover Cincy?
Yeah, I got you. Let's do it that way because it's more organized. But we're calling, though. You know, what I saw off that drive from Cincy, I liked the drive. They got to the red zone and stuff, but I personally didn't like how at the very end there, Ritter kind of overshot his receivers a little bit. Like, he could have threw it to right where his receivers were at. Like, you have to throw it right here. That's where you want to throw it into the end zone, like right here of the receivers, so he can have adjustment to catch the ball.
Yeah, I get why he tried to put it high. He may have put it a little too higher than he wanted to, but If you think you can make that bullet pass straight to your receiver in fringe time through a window, do it. And Ritter can do that. I've seen him do it. So he could have made a bit of a better throw, but ultimately what happened on that drive was since he moved a little bit away from the West Coast in the red zone, tried to go straight for the end zone, and it didn't work.
Yep. Yeah, they gotta start running the ball more in the red zone. That's what I think they should try to do.
Yeah, a
At
little
least,
more ground and pound because they went away from that after they hit the red zone. They immediately started throwing the ball.
But what did you think of that drive?
I liked it. Altogether, they moved the ball efficiently, did better than I thought they would coming out of the gates. But it's about the long haul. It's about what they can do in the long term with the endurance of their players and everything. So we'll see if they can keep up the great play, and we'll see if they keep with the West Coast offense because that's something I'd like to see stay.
Yep. And you have to I get what Ritter was trying to do. Like he was trying to involve his bigger receivers. Throw it where only his receiver can get the ball and make an adjustment to it. But I would have liked to see him throw it to at least where his receiver can get it, like right here, to make an adjustment to get into the end zone. But I see what he was trying to do at the very end there.
Yeah, there was good reason to it. It just may have been a little misplaced or it may have been a little off on the throw. And stuff like that happens. You just got to get over it. You got to have short-term memory and get back in the game.
I mean, it's a 7-3 game. They put points on the board there, definitely. So let's see what Bama could do on this drive. I would imagine for them to keep running the ball a little more with Robinson or use and involve the other running backs.
And let me know, OSU plays Notre Dame 1 p.m. tomorrow in the Fiesta Bowl. Ohio State's got I always want to say it's Indiana, and it's not.
Yeah.
Whoever that is in the Rose Bowl, and then Baylor has Ole Miss in the last bowl game of the New Year's Day. I forget what bowl they're in, but that's your slate for New Year's. And then you've got Iowa playing the day after, I want to say. Day after, something like that.
Yep. So I think aren't you guys supposed to play tomorrow? Because they just showed that.
Yeah, we got OSU. They're a tough team.
All right, 1st and 10 here for Bama. 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go in this first half. I mean, this first quarter. Great start there for Alabama on that first drive. Let's see what they can do on this drive. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Robinson in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Handoff to Robinson, and he gets a gain of 1. No, that's not Robinson. That's number 6. What's his name again? I think it's Kyrie Jackson, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, I think so.
It is Kyrie Jackson. All right, 2nd and 9 now off that 1 yard gain. 2nd and 9. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 at the top. Running back in the backfield. Young drops back, steps up, and he throws it away.
The Cincy defense, you're probably going to see a lot more of that disguise looks, 3-4-4-3, drop guy, originally push guys into rush and then drop them back out. Kind of like a Dolphins-like defense, except bringing a couple less guys.
And I like how Cincy blitz him there. So to make him step up, trying to find something down the field, he didn't have anything open. But 3rd and 9 here for Bama. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, running back in the backfield. Looks like it's Robinson. 3rd and 9 now. And it is a flag on the field. Let's see what this flag's about. It looks like it's going to be offsides again.
Yeah, both teams are pointing both ways, so we'll see what it is.
It looks like it's going to be on Gardner. Yeah, it's offsides on Cincinnati. That is number 21. Offsides number 21 for Cincinnati.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure.
Monjay Sanders. Yep. Monjay.
Yeah, he jumped. He immediately jumped, and he had 92 of Cincinnati's D line also jump up right after he did. So you had two guys jump. Lucky they got away with one of them.
Diamond formation here. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Running back in the backfield. Bryce Young, first, he throws it to number 18, and he gets a big first down there, down to about the 49. Great play right there from number 18.
Also, let me note on the Alabama sideline, the 3 signs are Buffalo's logo, Buffalo Bills. I think that's a Skittles bag or something, and Starbursts.
Yeah, 1st and 10 here. First quarter is almost over, so 1st and 10. Another handoff here to Robinson. Robinson streaking to the outside, and he gets a big first down to the 40 of Cincinnati. Good play right there from Robinson.
Yeah, and when he started to get wrapped up, it was just a thing of keep churning. That's what all great backs do.
Mm-hmm. Quick hurry up here again. 1 receiver at the top, 1 at the bottom. Robinson in the backfield. Motion from the receiver. 3 receivers at the bottom, at the top now, 1 at the bottom. Young drops back. Rolling, throwing it deep. And he overshot his receiver. I see what he was trying to do there, but great blitz right there from great pressure right there from Cincinnati. Who caused that? That was number 99 who caused the pressure, but great play right there from Monjay Sanders. Another player in this draft. Monjay Sanders. I like him a lot. I like his versatility.
Yeah, great pressure. Just got to him right after the throw, but always got to keep going, even if the ball is just on the move. Can't stop. Never know what's going to happen.
Pitch, I think, to the tight end and first down. No, that's 81. That is a tight end.
Yeah, that's the tight end.
Yep. He looks like Evan Ingram. Why did I
he better not have the hands of Evan Ingram, or else they'll have to draft those for him.
Yeah.
I mean, New York's still going to draft hands for Evan Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be their first-round pick this year. Flag, by the way.
Yep, there's a flag here on the play. I think Young, he crossed the line of scrimmage, I think, when he threw that ball or when he pitched it to the tight end. A legal forward flag on Bama.
Yeah, he crossed the line after he passed it then.
Yeah. See what they were doing there.
If it was a shovel pass from behind, he could have got it. He would have gotten away with it, but.
Mm-hmm. See, he should have just ducked it and ran. I don't know why he chipped it right there. He should have just ran it. I see what he was doing right there, but he was literally line for line with the line of scrimmage, and then he crossed it as soon as he saw the tight end.
Yeah, he was about a yard over as he pitched it. It's just a little bit of awareness and getting caught up in the play, and you forget where your line is.
Mm. They're just reviewing the play. I want to see what they're calling here. So we go to commercial as Bama is in Cincinnati's territory here. So they're reviewing the if he crossed the line of scrimmage. Saban, I think he thought he didn't cross it, but clearly he did. He was a whole yard or 2 yards off of it. But what you think of the start so far for Bama?
They're doing good. They're doing what they need to do and moving the ball. They're not forcing anything. They're not trying to do anything aggressive. They're just moving the ball, running a little bit of time, and just doing what needs to be done to get the ball in the red zone. And they're trying.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And I like how Young steps up in the pocket, He tries to see if he has anything down the field. He kind of goes through his progressions. I like that about him. He's not a one-read quarterback. He likes to just scan the field more, and that's something I wish Jalen Hurts did a little more. Just scan the field more. Bryce Young does that really well, going through his progressions. That's the next year's class with Caleb Williams and Bryce Young. That class for quarterbacks is going to be really good.
Yeah, that's a class that's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But it all depends on, is Caleb Williams a one year guy? Is he a 1 year wonder?
Yeah, if he does good again this year, like after this 22 year, then he might start to like get looks and stuff.
He's already getting looks. It's just about, can he prove that he's not potentially another Joe Burrow type guy that's going to be paged as, yeah, you're a one hit wonder.
Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be Bryce Young, Caleb Williams, and I forget if there's another quarterback. I think there's one more quarterback in that draft.
There's a couple more.
Yeah, there's a lot more, but there's one guy that I thought people liked. Or maybe he's in this draft that I'm thinking about. Because this draft we got Strong, Pickett, Howell. We got what's the other quarterback? Pickett, Strong, Howell, and I think I'm missing another quarterback. Who's the other quarterback? Matt Corral. And the Clemson quarterback. Yep, Big Fritz, the Clemson quarterback.
The Clemson QB is not coming out in the next couple drafts. He's a sophomore. He's got time. Uyunglele.
Diamond formation to the right. Young throws it, and it is, I think it's caught by number 1 for Alabama. I think that's Michi.
Yep, that was caught. Nope, Mechie's out for the season.
Oh, not Mechie. The other receiver.
Williams.
Jameson Williams. My bad.
So now that's about a 4th and 3. Question is, do they go for it? They'll probably kick the field goal, stay safe. No, they're gonna go for
it. They got it. I think 4th and 2. Yep. Handoff to Robinson, and he gets the first down.
That's what happens when you have a bruiser.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can Monjay Sanders like line up in the interior or like the inside, or is he more of like the defensive end? Like that's his sole role.
I'm not sure. I haven't watched enough of Cincinnati to kind of get a gauge on that.
First down there again by Robinson. This dude is just gassing that Cincinnati defense. Woo.
They can't stop him. That's one thing they can't stop apparently is bruisers.
Arch Manning tank season, says Big Fritz. Yeah, he's going to be really good in the future. Archie Manning.
Archie's not even in college football yet. You can't even tank for him when he's not in college football. He's a class of 2023 guy. Notre Dame's talked to him a couple times.
Another handoff there to Robinson. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that one was stopped. Cincinnati's defense was there immediately. Something they haven't really been able to do all night.
Mm-hmm. Can you call this play right here? Because my thing lagged out right quick.
Yeah. So, more receivers coming on. It looks like they're going to set up in a bunches to the right again. Something that's been slightly common this drive.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting stat line. 100 rushing yards and 6.3 yards per rush. We're not even out of the first quarter. But Bryce Young motions a receiver to his left out of the bunches formation. Tight end to the left, running back to his right. Two receivers to his left, two were to his right, one to his left. The snap, looking to his right, rolling right, gets sacked. That is 3rd and goal on about the 14.
Not a good
made by Beavers.
Great play right there from the Cincinnati defense.
Young, he was going to try to get away from Beavers and get rid of it, but he couldn't get away. That's what got him.
Yep. 59 watching in the chat. Now go subscribe to my guy, Jordy. Go get him to 100. Let's get him to 100 today. Hopefully the next 2 games today will be good with the Michigan game and the Georgia game.
Yeah, hopefully. That one I thought about calling, but can't do it with the conditions that the house will be in because there'll be a lot of screaming and yelling for that one.
I feel so bad for you. You gotta like deal with Michigan fans like all day. That sucks.
I'm used to it. I get to make a joke here and there. I'm fine with it. Wow. Bryce Young with a rollout gets himself to the 3.
Do they go for it here?
And that's the end of the first quarter. Yeah, they got to go for it. I mean, if they went for it on that 4th down right outside the 20, they'll go for it here.
Yeah.
But the big worry is Gardner's a lot better in the red zone. So if you make one bad decision on his side of the field, he could be there.
Mm-hmm. And he's good in coverage too. That's another thing with Sauce Gardner. Bigford says, Slay, you don't know, but Jordy, do you remember that quarterback who led Texas Tech to number 2 in the country?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know who it is off the top of my head, but I know exactly who you're talking about. And I'm going to check it because I don't want to say a name and then be completely off because I'm thinking of somebody else. I do that every once in a while. And I can't remember the exact year they did it, but I know what you're talking about.
First quarterback that instantly came into my head was Mayfield, Mahomes, or Davis Webb. That's really the only Texas Tech quarterbacks that are famous in the NFL nowadays. What's the other quarterbacks from Texas Tech? I don't think there's too many quarterbacks that came out of Texas Tech, really.
Let me look into this one. Is this it?
What season was the Big Fridge? What season was it?
I was gonna say, give me the season because I think
yeah.
Wow.
Or what? Yeah.
I can get the season. I'll find it.
Yeah, the year and like everything, the date, please. All right, and the first. Why are they showing Trevor Lawrence on the commercial? Bro, they love this man. This is literally Prince Charming right here. That's what we like to call him, Prince Charming. They literally love that guy.
I mean, who couldn't? He came out of Clemson. It's a high and mighty school, as I call it.
I think that's going to be the baby boy of the NFL for the next at least 35 years. Not 35, at least 20 years.
I mean, he's got to step up first with a good team. He doesn't have anybody.
The game, does it cost money to watch the game? It depends like what you're talking about. If you want a website, I don't know a website you want to watch the game on, but I really don't know if you have to watch money for that. I'm pretty sure you do, but try to look into your TV for like places you can watch it the game. B-Hub, what's going on, my guy? But yeah, man. No. Dupree Gaming, what's going on, my guy?
They are kicking the field goal.
Nah. You got Hurts, Tua, and Jones. I don't think he will be better than them, honestly. Who? You got Hurts, Tua, and Jones. I don't think he will.
He's saying about Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence, my bad. I thought he was talking about Bryce Young. All right, 4th and goal now. As my thing is back. Oh, offsides right there. And the kick was good, but.
Yep, there's a flag down there calling. No. They're calling false start on Alabama.
Oh, false start on Bama. Wow.
Nope, that was a jump from Cincy. Yeah, that's on Cincy. The offensive lineman jumped after both Cincy Gunners, and they called it on Alabama. That's wow. And that makes that a 26-yard attempt.
You were talking about that girl from Clemson. Oh, Lawrence, yeah, Lawrence. I mean, he's basically Prince Charming of the NFL right now. All right, fourth and goal now. Fifth was a 50. Oh no, it's a 26-yard attempt. Why did my screen say that? Kick is up and it is good. 10-3 lead for Bama. Bama gonna start picking them apart. I agree, Andre. What's going on, my guy? Young is okay. He needs some work, but he will be a beast later. I agree with that statement through pre-gaming. It is now 10-3. As we're talking about Bryce Young, what do you think he needs to work on, Jordy?
Bryce Young, he's honestly, I think collectively he needs to work on a couple of things. It also it's a little bit of how I view him. He's a good ball thrower, but he likes to run a little bit. I put him in the same category as Trevor Lawrence. He can run, but I don't think he's a scrambler in mind, and that's where he'd want. It should better himself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I'll say about that is, I say this all the time: you can teach someone how to scramble, but you can't teach them the mindset of being a scrambler.
Agreed. Agreed with that. I really agree with that. I mean, they don't teach the quarterbacks in college not to run if you don't have your second read there. What quarterbacks do in college is as they kick the ball off right there, touchback. But what they do is if they don't have their first read, and this is something Jalen Hurts did, and he still does it to this day, if he doesn't have his first read there, he takes off and runs with it. And that's something that they don't teach quarterbacks in college. And I think they should teach them to not run as soon as you don't have that first read there for you.
Yeah, with quarterbacks like that, they use their athleticism more times than not, and that's what kills them. I mean, you saw it with Johnny Manziel. The only thing that got him by was his athleticism. Also, I just forgot. I'm calling the Cincy drive. That is a pitch for about 4 yards to the 25. Cincy's second and about 6.
Andre asked, "Do you guys think Young is ready for the NFL?" I personally think another year. I personally think he needs another year or two. Yeah, I think he needs one more year personally.
He needs one more to cement himself and kind of put himself on the map.
The Hub agrees. One more year. I agree. I think he needs a year to develop more as a passer.
Also, Price just came off the field. I think they might be looking at his wrist. But Ritter takes a snap. He's got an edge rusher coming after him, and he's sacked. That is Dale taking him down for a big loss.
This Alabama defense is getting home today. Like, they've gotten home here and there. Both defenses, they get a couple sacks here and there. Pressures.
Yeah, he's down to about the 21. That's going to make it a second and about 14.
Mm-hmm.
Or third and 14. They're going to have to throw the ball here. That's the only thing they got.
I don't like to see him compete. On do pre-gaming says no, he's not ready at all. I would like to see him complete his time at Bama before going into the NFL. I agree with that.
Also, Ritter just completed a pass to the 25. They tried to do a little West Coast-ish type stuff. Didn't work. Fourth down, punt unit should be coming on right now. Yep.
This defense right now for Bama is getting home right now. Great start there from them. That's what you want to do. Get your offense back on that field and keep putting points up on the board. Now, it's 10-3 now. If they score again, it's basically over.
All they got to do is put themselves ahead early and coast, and that's all that Bama needs to do. It's not like they're playing Georgia or Michigan where it's a very tough offense.
Mm-hmm.
And the punt is down at about the 32. Returner couldn't really go anywhere. Tackle made by, I think that was Gardner.
Mm-hmm. Gardner, Ahmad Sauce Gardner.
I hate this looking at the outside of Jerry World. I'll just say that. I don't like it. ...106 rushing yards is the most in any quarter this season for Alabama.
Wow. The pre-gaming says Bama started out horrid this season. but have gotten things together. But this time of the season is where we shine the most. Anyhow, agreed. All right, Bama's offense is back on the field. Bryce Young in the center. Two receivers at the top, two at the bottom. Handoff again, but there's a flag to Jackson, and he gets a gain of 7.
Yep, that's going to be on Alabama. It's an illegal formation, and Nick Saban looks like he's puzzled about that call.
Flag there. Bama.
Yep, so penalties and yardage. Cincy's 2 with 10 yards, and Bama's 3 with 15. Been a very clean game so far, surprisingly.
Andre says, damn, they can't seem to stop the run at all. What's going on, Audie B? Hope you're having a good day, my guy. 1st and 15 now. They just pushed themselves way back. 1st and 15 now. First and 15, 12 minutes to go. Bryce Young drops back, throws it to the side. He wanted Jackson, the running back, and he just overshot him there. But 2nd and 15 now for Bama. So 3-10 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 15 in the second quarter. One receiver at the bottom. That's Williams. 3 at the top. Running back in the backfield. What's going on, Real? Receiver in motion. Young drops back. Throws it to the running back on the screen. And great play there from number 41 of Cincinnati. Great sniff there from that Cincinnati defense. Like how they adjusted.
They're adjusting a little bit better. They're starting to give a little bit of fake looks with the blitzes, pulling linebackers out. And I like how they're playing.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. So 3rd and 14 now for Bama. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, running back in the backfield. Looks like the tight end is on the bottom too. Another drop back for Young. Young rolling, and he's getting pressure, but there's a flag on the play. Throws it deep downfield, and no catch. But there is a flag on the play. Holding offense. The play is declined. 4th down. That was on Owens, Alabama.
Yeah, I can definitely see why they called it, and now it's going to make Alabama punt for the first time in this game.
Great adjustment there from Cincinnati.
I will say so far, and I'm saying so far because I know this could change because I'm gonna say this, but this is moving a lot quicker than the Tennessee-Purdue game I watched yesterday because about 15 guys, no more than that, decided to go down in the span of 2 quarters and make the game go on super long. It started at 3:30. It went on to like 7:38, and we were trying to watch the Michigan State Pittsburgh game, but we were too invested in Tennessee-Purdue to change.
And the game that had me it was good until like that very last play. Pittsburgh and Michigan State, that game was really good yesterday. It just ended on a pick 6, but before that game, it was coming down to the very end.
Yeah, now Michigan State can say they almost lost to a 3rd-string quarterback instead of a 2nd, or Kenny Pickett, who would have beat them.
If Pickett was playing, they would have won that game, honestly.
If Pickett was playing, they would have been way ahead at that point, and the pick would never have been thrown. Because when you go down to your 2nd string, your playbook contracts a lot, and you can't do it as much. When you get down to your 3rd string, it contracts even more. Yep. So they may have been somewhat ready for this, but they were not nearly as ready as they would have been if they had Kenny Pickett for that game.
Great. So Cincinnati should just run it on this play. Rio asked, prediction for Michigan, Georgia. I have Michigan in that game. I think Hutchinson just pulls away with that one. He gets to that offensive line, and he just tears it down. And I really don't think there's a guy on that offensive line that could stop Hutchinson. Um, Georgia's offense is somewhat okay. They have a couple players, but it's more so that defense. It's going to be more of a defensive battle. I just think Michigan wins that defensive battle, even though I think Georgia's defense is very good. What do you think, though, Jordan?
Now, how I look at it is I can't tell you who's going to win because there's a lot of ways this game can go. But I will say this. If Michigan's run game cannot be stopped and I can't speak today. And if Hutchinson, Ogba, Ross, those guys can bring pressure and those guys can do what they do and lead that defense, it's Michigan's game all day. If the run game gets shut down and that Michigan offense stops and the D-line can't get pressure and Ross kind of falls apart, well, then it's Georgia's game. It just depends on what team's going to produce better and what team's going to want it more.
Mm-hmm. The pre-gaming says if Michigan wins, who you pick for the Natty?
Michigan, easy.
Michigan.
I'm picking either of those teams over Alabama any day.
Or if Cincinnati wins this game, easily Michigan or Georgia.
Yeah. Also, Cincinnati doing what you were saying to do, hands the ball off. That goes for less than a yard.
I mean, personally, it just depends on if Alabama can adjust to what Michigan has. But I don't think they can stop that running attack of Michigan. It just depends on how their linebackers play to the ball.
Yeah, when it comes to Michigan, it's about how you stop Corum, Haskins, and now you've got his name's Edwins or not Edwins.
I'll check.
Edwards or something like that, the third running back. So their running back room's getting better. And they've got Mike Hart coaching them, who great running back when he played. I know someone that watched him play. I know somebody who was at one of his high school games and who's seen him with his own eyes. Great running back, good coach. And we'll see what he can do with those running backs.
Agreed. Bama all the way, bro. Do pre-gaming. I'm an Auburn fan, so I won't say I like your team because I damn sure don't like your team. But because y'all have done annoying things to me in the past,
So since he's setting up, they did get a play I missed, so it's a 3rd and 4. Ritter steps back, goes to throw, deflected at the line again for the second time today. 4th and 4, you're likely to see the punt team come on again because you're not going to go for it in your own territory in this game.
Mm-hmm. Michigan just has a load of players. They have Brad Hawkins, one of their DBs. Man, that defense. They also have David Ojabo. New pre-gaming. Yeah, but they have David Ojabo too, who I want the Eagles to select. He is a dog. He is a monster. I really want him.
All right. Cincy about to punt to Bolden. The punt's off. It's high. It's going deep. It is caught at the 10, and he can't go anywhere. The Gunners get to him at about the 7 or 8.
Yeah. Cincinnati messed up their opportunity right there, especially if you wanted to score to at least get the game back going. You messed your opportunity up right there. And your defensive game plan right there adjusted a little bit. So you kind of messed that up by not scoring, but you have to run the ball on that Alabama defense.
Yeah, Price was getting his wrist looked at, so I don't know if he's going to be 100% through the rest of the game, but better hope he is because that should be half your offense right there.
Cotton Bowl. Alabama leads 10-3 as we go to a commercial in the second quarter. What'd you think of that drive for Cincinnati, Jordy?
It wasn't for the deflected pass. They would have kept going, but these offensive linemen got to get a little better, got to help out their quarterback a little. And since he's just got to keep rolling the ball, whether that be short passes out behind the line of scrimmage on screens or getting the ball to the running back or moving it short. Just a normal West Coast offense. If they keep trying to go for a decent amount from the line and they keep getting balls batted down, they're not going to go anywhere. So they're going to be forced to go even shorter if they keep getting it batted down.
Agreed. They have to try something down the field because I really don't think there's a guy on that Alabama secondary, at least for the corners, that can stop Alec Pierce on a one-on-one for a jump ball. I just don't think there's a guy that can do that. Maybe a couple guys, but I really don't think there's a guy that can stop Pierce on a jump ball. That's really what he's good at. And I think Ritter can get one of those balls up there to him. Just lob it up to him and he catches it.
Yeah, I think as long as Pierce can get himself open, as long as you put the ball there, he'll get it. I don't worry too much about him dropping it.
Agreed.
Also, let me just know, every time I see this Jason Tatum Gatorade commercial, I smile on the inside a little.
Yeah. Celtics. Oh, man. I want to talk someone's trash, but I know I can't because, yeah.
You signed Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day contract again.
We did?
Yeah, you signed him to a 10-day contract and then let him walk to the Mavs.
Oh, you're talking about I thought you were talking about right now as we were speaking.
That would be funny. I would have died.
I mean, we just traded both of our point guards. Not traded, but we didn't re-sign Isaiah Thomas, and we also didn't re-sign Rondo. We traded him to Cleveland.
Yeah, he just got traded today.
Yep.
Also, let me note, there's somebody in the Cincy crowd with a sign that says, we're much older, we're better, and their coach is much taller. You're not going to be better after this game.
Oh man, I love Cincy's fans, diehards.
It's like UCF fans back in 2017 when they went undefeated. They're like, we should get a shot to get destroyed by Alabama. Have fun.
I will be right back. Can you please call this drive for me?
Yep. So Alabama throws the ball on a short route to Williams. It goes nowhere. Tackled by Gardner. -1 yard on the play. 2nd and 11. Really good. Oh, we got a Cincy player down. It seems to be one of the defensive backs, number 3, I want to say. I can't see the number clearly. No, that might be a 0. But it doesn't look good. Let's hope he can walk off.
Yep.
Nope, number 9. Yeah, that might be an arm injury from him too. I can't tell. Can't tell what it is. And we're going to commercial. But that's scary. It's always scary to see a guy down like that, and let's hope he's okay.
And 9 minutes to go there.
Yeah, so the quarters have flown by. It's when you do a ground and pound offense, you see the game go a lot faster. And that's one thing that this Cincy team may need is ground and pound, because they need to match Alabama, and Alabama can destroy them with a ground and pound. It's worked all game, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. And it'll be nice because even though there is other bowl games today, which if this ends up being a blowout like I expect, there's always the next game, Georgia, Michigan. Sucks Boise State got canceled because CMU shifted to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. But what are you going to do? CMU just won that game, actually. And then Wake Forest earlier today destroyed Rutgers. Yeah, that'll happen. And there's a reason you're 5-7 and didn't make a bowl. An SEC commercial. You're 1-4 in college and bowl season. That's not a great commercial to show.
I am back. Thank you for holding it down for me.
Yeah, let's hope I'd love to see the SEC 1-7 right now in bowl season, but it looks like they're going to be like 2-8. I think.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably be how their season ends. 2-8. The best the SEC's done in a while.
These commercials are taking really long. Holy crap.
Just hoping that they get the defensive back off the field okay.
Yeah, me too. Who was that, by the way?
Number 9, I think.
Gotta see who that is.
I pretty sure it was. I couldn't get an exact number. But we are back, and yeah, there's a lot of mix-up. There's a bunch of both Cincinnati and Alabama fans.
And that was on the defense for Cincinnati, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me check.
Also, let me just note, Jameson Williams has the third most receiving TDs in the FBS this season.
Thank you, Dupree Gaming. Because, I mean, I like some Alabama fans. I don't have anything against Alabama fans. It's just your team. All right. We are back. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Running back in the backfield. Young drops back. Throws it on a check down to the receiver, and he gets a first down there. Number 19. Billingsley. I think that's his name. First and 10 again. Hurry up. 2 receivers at the bottom. Hand off there to Robinson. Robinson. Ooh, fighting. Still going. Great play right there from Robinson.
Yep, Alabama's offense is really starting to move. This is where they get in the groove.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple players this year. We had the cornerback for us. Another handoff there to the running back. Still going first down and then some. Down to the 40. Robinson.
Brian Robinson is up to, I think it was 13 rushes, 93 yards.
Great start here for Robinson. Again, first and 10. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Looks like it's going to be a diamonds formation. 1 receiver at the top, running back in the backfield. 7 in motion. Handoff there to Robinson again. And he's still fighting. This dude is a strong dude, for real. Oh, man. This dude is just pushing people, knocking people over. Like, this dude is someone you would want in the draft. That wasn't Robinson. That was the other dude, number 6. And there's Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien is the hack when it comes to the NFL.
My wife is a Georgia fan, still trying to convert them. Yes, sir, my guy. Throw there to number 1. Williams still going first down to the 30.
Funny thing is, he got tackled. He wasn't down.
Slant there, and he wasn't down at all. They just reviewed it.
Yep, another Cincy guy with a potential injury.
Oh, man. Damn. I don't know how they're going to beat Michigan now. I really don't know how they're going to beat Michigan. That's number 8 that went down for them. Williams. I like this dude. Williams is a dog, man. I like him as a receiver.
Yep, that is Bryant. And on that tackle, it looks like it might have been how his elbow hit the ground. That might be it. That doesn't look great.
He looks really hurt.
He looks like he's hurting a little bit.
Yeah, he's moving around, just trying to push it, to at least make something happen. He's trying to move around a little bit. So. Yeah, I think they're just reviewing if he was down or not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but one thing I wish they did more in college is I wish they put the best receiver on the best corner.
Yeah, that would be a little smarter to do at times in college football.
Yeah, first down there, I think they called that a first down.
Yep, they're giving it to him at the 49.
49 there. But they can't right now because Gardner is still on the sidelines. First and 10, 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. 10-3 could potentially be 13-3 or 17-3 if Alabama gets their cards right. Two receivers at the top, one at the bottom, running back in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be Robinson this time. Receiver in motion, diamonds formation now. Another handoff to Robinson. Robinson gets a gain of 9, so he's 1 yard shy of the first down. Good run there.
Yeah, it looks like that Cincy defense was setting up and called the timeout. It looks like they were going to go one high, pull the one safety down that was high, and then move the one safety that was low back up into zone. That or go 2 and 2, one in each zone. I don't know.
Robinson is now over 100 yards.
Yep, it's official.
Yep, he's at 102 yards, 14 rushes, 102 yards. 2nd and 1. I think they're going to call a timeout, I believe. Or, yeah, they're going to call a timeout, I believe.
Yeah, that's a Cincy timeout.
But Alabama, I want to see them score here. What's good, BLSG? BLSG. I can't talk. BLSG says, what's good, BPS and Jordy? I'll be calling the Georgia and Michigan game. Nice, my guy. Nice. Hopefully you're having a good day, my guy. But damn, this Alabama offense, if they play their cards right and just keep running the ball down Cincinnati's throats, this game will be over in a heartbeat.
Yeah. There they go again. That looks like the Alabama we're used to seeing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do they have another player on that offensive line other than Neal?
Not that many really know as first round guys, but just because they're on Alabama, they'll get heightened a little on draft boards.
Screen there to number 7, gets a first down to the 30.
I think that was Brooks on the play with the catch.
Play. Good play right there from Brooks. Number 7, 1st and 10 now. 1 receiver at the bottom, 3 at the top, running back in the backfield now. They're still trying to get their things going. All right, 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, running back in the backfield. Young drops back, steps up, rolling, and throws it away. They didn't have anything there. 2nd and 10 now coming up for Bama. You wanted to find something there, but couldn't. Great design blitz right there from Cincinnati's defense. Dang, my stream paused again. Why does it keep doing that? All right, please call the play.
All right, short pass to Jameson Williams makes it 3rd and short. And, well, they might do a quick look at this, but he definitely got the ball secured. 3rd and 6. So we'll see how Alabama decides to run this play. Got 1 receiver out wide, looks like a bunches formation to his right, or to Young's right. The 1 receiver to his left looks like Brooks on his left, running back to his right, and motioning receiver Williams from his right to his left. And takes the snap, looking downfield, sits comfortably in the pocket, throws the pass. It is incomplete to number 19 of Alabama. That's a little bit on Young and a little bit on I think that's Billingsley. But it's a little bit on both. I mean, Young threw it low, but Billingsley also looked like when he tried to go back, he kind of lost his footing with his momentum and everything. So that might be a little bit on both. But here comes Alabama's kicking unit.
They can make it 13-3 here and go up possibly 2 possessions. Because they will need a touchdown and a field goal to come back in this game.
Your stream good, or do I have to call this?
Yeah, the stream is still trying to get there.
All
But
right, so Alabama's kicker takes it wide left. Laces were facing him. Oh, that's not a kick you like to make. The laces were in the whole time.
did he not make it?
No, he took it from right. He was on the
Oh,
right hash mark and took it right to left.
he
That is
did
a
it.
miss.
My stream is back now. He didn't make it. Wow.
That was an ugly hold and an even uglier kick.
10-3 now. Still, I mean, he tried to get it there, but he didn't have anything there. Like when the dude that was putting the ball down for him, I mean the thing was there for him. He just didn't like make it into the right hash mark.
If they had put that ball on the left hash mark instead of the right, that still would have been wide right.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been easy. You're trying to go left to right, and they still would have gone left.
Yeah. All right. Every commercial, we're gonna talk about how much the Celtics suck.
Oh, you want to go there?
I'm playing. But yeah, I mean, you guys are decent. Ain't nothing special, but so is Notre Dame. I'm playing. Notre Dame, you guys recruit so well. I wish we had your recruitings.
And now we're going to be even better because with Marcus Freeman in, Brian Kelly was never the big recruiter. He wasn't the end-all, be-all. He was just, I'm going to tack on a phone call here and there if I need to push a guy over the edge to come here. And you're seeing that in LSU. He's going to try to set that up. There's a high-ranking defensive player that he's trying that they want, and he's interested in LSU. He was a big LSU fan as a kid, and look what happened. They haven't talked to him. I'm like, that's Brian Kelly. He's not going to talk to him. He's not the one that does the recruiting. Marcus Freeman was the big recruiter when he came in. There's a reason that we've tacked on so many big defensive players, 4 and 5 stars. So,
Yep.
I'm just excited for the future with that. And also BLSG. Neither of our teams have a guy named Ben Simmons who continues to sit out.
Yep.
Hey, let me know when the 76ers don't need to be bailed out by an injury-prone Embiid and can stop drafting injury-prone centers.
I mean, he is injury-prone, but we have Mr. Injury-prone himself, Anthony Davis. That's Mr. Glass right there. Like, that's as bad as you can get with injuries.
You also got Mr. Surgeries in Russell Westbrook because he's had a major surgery in the last, 4 seasons, multiple.
True. But LeBron is just LeBron.
Yeah. Since he's back out, motioning receiver from the wide right side, a little closer to the QB. Ritter takes a snap, looking, has nothing, rolls right, has 2 behind him. Defender misses a tackle, throws it to his receiver. That may have been complete at the 48. They might be rolling it an incomplete. Yep, they're rolling it incomplete, but the whole Cincy sideline's calling that a catch.
Wow. And it was a slant, too.
All right, let's see that. Nope, that is a drop. So then what were they calling if they weren't calling it a catch? Oh, they might have been calling it PI. That's close, but that's not PI. Scott could have had it.
I wouldn't even call that a PI. I mean, he threw him down, but yeah, I don't know if I would call that a PI.
Tight end to Ritter's right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, running back to his left. Fakes the handoff, throws to his left, and a quick out for about 5 yards. That is complete, 3rd and about 5. Good play.
BLSG says yes. Yeah, I'm not reading that. That's a whole sentence about how we suck.
I'm glad you guys beat the Brooklyn Nets one time. I mean, there was times where the world champion Golden State Warriors lost in their year where they broke records. Doesn't mean that whoever beat them was good. That's like saying, A&M beat Bama, and then Bama beat this team, so A&M's better than this team, even though they're way worse.
Yep.
All right, Ritter takes the snap, looking, throws, has no time. That is incomplete. 4th and 5. You're probably going to see the punt team come out. This is where Alabama's defense really clamps down.
Yep, especially in that late to it's like that late to second quarter, and it's almost the end of this half, and you're going into that second half with a 13-3 lead, and they could get a 16-3 lead here if they kick a field goal and get to the red zone.
All right, so Fletcher is punting again for the 3rd time tonight. A little bit of a shift from Cincy's special teams unit. And the snap is to the punter, so there's no trickery. They're just moving the punt to the right. It's up. It's to about the 25. It is field. Oh, it's muffed. The punt was muffed.
Whoa.
The punt was muffed.
Wow.
It might be Alabama ball, but if it's Alabama ball, it's at about the 11.
Whoa.
Oh, that was a choke job right there. I think Green Bay just sent in some of their special teamers. And there's a flag.
Whoa.
There is 100% a flag. All right, who's got the ball?
I think it's Cincinnati.
Nope, it's Alabama. Alabama's got the ball.
I seen a couple players there jumped on that ball.
Moody barely got there. All right, let's see. So he muffed it and was hit by Scott, kinda. Even if he fair caught it, I'm still not calling that because he touched the ball by that time and muffed it when Scott hit him. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Moody jumped in late on that ball. If it wasn't for number 3, he wouldn't have had it. Number 3 did not fall on it.
What did BLSG say in the chat? No, Jordy.
I don't know where he got Green Bay from.
What? You say Green Bay? Yeah, I don't know, Audrey.
What about the Atlanta Falcons? Where did the Atlanta Falcons come from? Oh, so that's what happened. Moody pushed over the punter, Fletcher. That's what happened. Okay, that's gonna push them up even further. Good job. That's gonna push you back even further. It's like what Kamara did during the Saints game. You're an idiot.
Except they're gonna actually call it this time.
Yeah, you can't get too aggressive in those plays and too over angry like that, or you're going to get called for it and you may regret it. Alabama's offense stalls here on their own 6. There's somebody to blame. Yeah, and I noted that it's like they just sent in the Green Bay special teamers because they are the worst special teams unit in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Literally half the college football league could beat them with special teams.
I mean, to be fair, Green Bay's offense is Green Bay's offense. They focus more on their offense than anything else.
Defense wins championships. Why do you think Peyton won his too?
Mm-hmm. Diamonds formation here. No, not diamonds. Motion. From the tight end. Running back in the backfield. Handoff to Robinson. Robinson gets a gain of 7. Atlanta is a team that is that does choke the most chokedowns. Agreed.
Yeah, but Green Bay's got the worst special teams, and they just pulled the Green Bay.
Yep.
Yeah, since he's starting to get pressure now, that they're finding a groove a little bit.
Roll out. Monjay Sanders pressuring and throws it away. Great play there for Monjay Sanders. That dude is a dog. I really want him on the Eagles. He just beat the tight end like it was yesterday. He beat the tight end like it was no one's business. That's how easy it was for Monjay Sanders on that play.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 here. Three receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, looks like trips. Running back in the backfield. Young drops back, throws it to the receiver on a check down, 1st down. 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go.
There's Mechie on the sideline.
Yep, John Mechie. maybe the Green Bay Packers should go to college football and not play the why. Another handoff to Robinson. No, that's number 6, and he gets a gain of 2.
Hey, I'll say this: even if Green Bay went down, it'd still be better than Ohio State.
Yep.
Hey, BL, remember that time number 5 beat number 2?
I'll be right back. Call this play to be.
All right. So, wow, big play from Alabama to get themselves over the 50-yard line to about 30. Also, a random guy in a Bengals sweatshirt. Respect the hustle. I'm glad I'm glad he's not ashamed to call himself a Bengals fan after the season they've had. But that was a play. That one went far. Actually, no, they're barely outside their own 40. I thought that went further. But the snap, the throw, that is now over the 50 to about the 43 of Cincinnati. Bama's going to roll, and if they can score here, they're going to give Cincy the ball back with no time to score. But Cincy gets the second half kickoff.
And here we go. I mean, I agree with that.
You back? You're good?
Mm-hmm.
No. You got to understand something. No, they wouldn't.
And is he talking about college football?
Yeah.
He thinks GB would be better.
No, he's saying Green Bay would be better than Notre Dame if they moved down. No. But hey, I think we can all agree Ben Simmons does shoot bricks.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'm glad that my point guard doesn't decide to shoot with his offhand, which would make more shots that doesn't make as many shots as his normal shooting hand. Just a thought.
Why does my stream keep doing this? It keeps going in and out all day.
All right, so I'll do play-by-play for this then, all right?
Yep.
Deep ball. Got him, Brooks. That's a touchdown, Alabama.
Touchdown, Alabama?
It just cut out at the wrong time for you. Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, my God. Why does it
Brooks
keep
with the score?
This time, bro. 6-3 lead.
If you want that Spectrum internet, that's why.
I hate Spectrum. It always does this.
Don't we all? Trust me, Sora can tell you the same thing. He's had the internet go out many times during Golden Dome.
Wow. Big touchdown there from Alabama.
He broke the camera.
Wow.
If you can see, he broke the wires in the pylon camera.
44-yard touchdown reception there from, who's that, Brooks? And he hit the plane. So he crossed the plane. Touchdown there for Bama. They're just reviewing it. They're just showing it again. Yep, that's a touchdown. He broke the camera as well to go with that.
Snap kick good. Alabama's up 17-3. Now you can update.
All right, 17-3. And it's in the second quarter. Great start here from Bama, especially want to go up 17-3 here to get into that second half. 17-3, 1 minute to go. I don't know what Cincinnati wants to do. Cincinnati needs to score like a 35-yard touchdown or something at their own 50.
They got to fly down the field and score if they want any chance of being down a score at half, and they won't.
Look how he beat him on that double move. Oh, they were focusing more on that Jameson Williams. That's what got Brooks open because they were focusing on Williams on that slant. And just a great play there from Bryce Young, seeing his receiver on a one-on-one. They were focusing on that double coverage right there from Williams. The attention was put on Williams, and then he saw Brooks streaking down the field, and he got him. Just goes to show you how much Williams means to that offense.
Yep. Yep, this kick return is going to – wow, he keeps going. He did get to the 40. Whew. Since he might start with the ball on the 40.
Hey, I think I called it 35-yard touchdown. Let's see if it happens.
Oh, that I would die if you call that, dude. I will literally flip out.
BLSU says also, let's agree that Notre Dame would be better than Jacksonville, New York Jets, and the Lions combined. I agree 100%.
Yep. I can agree with that.
Also You wouldn't beat the Packers with
The
Jackson.
NFL season finale is next weekend, and then you have the wild card round. Who's going to seal their fate?
Hopefully we're in it.
Yep. Ritter snaps, throws. That's about a 4-yard play to a Young Jr. And, 4-yard play, 2nd and 6. That's going to be a hurry-up offense from their own 44. 1:12 with a clock running. Ritter adjusting. Snaps. Got guys rushing. Goes up the middle. Keeps going. Slides. He's down at about the 46, 47. It took me a second to think. And they'll down it at the 46. 1st and 10. Clock still running. Under a minute left. 58 seconds. It should start now. It has. Nope, the 57. 1st and 10. Riddick takes a snap, looking right, throws. Oh, he overthrows him. 2nd and 10.
He keeps doing that. Like, I don't like that about Ritter. He just if he doesn't throws his receivers too much, he will be a lot better.
He overthrew it and he put it behind him. That mix is not good. Never.
Yeah. That's an interception in today's league.
In today's league, you can't put the ball in the wrong spot at all.
Yeah, at all. You don't want to do that.
All right, Ritter motioning a tight end to his left. 2 receivers to his left and a tight end. Takes the snap, looking left. Throws, and he puts it too high in front of his tight end. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. Bad idea. 42 seconds left on the clock.
He really does have to work on that.
Yeah, he's got to work on his accuracy. I think he can deep ball, but he's got to be accurate. And he can move. He's not the most mobile.
Oh, yeah, after this drive, I want to tell you something that I saw earlier on, like a highlight video.
Okay, I got to see it.
It is so funny. I won't show you the video because it will be copyright, but you're going to laugh as soon as you hear it.
All right, so tight end going back to his left. 2 receivers to his left, running back and tight end and receiver to his right. Ritter takes a snap, looks left, has to move out of the pocket, avoids one tackler, and he's sacked at about the 48, 49.
Not what you want to see right there. Not what you want to see.
Nope, 4th down. They're going to have to move. They still have 2 timeouts. Are they going to take one? They still haven't taken one. What is Cincinnati doing? The clock has hit 20 seconds. 4th and 14. They have still not taken a timeout.
They want to take a shot here, like a long shot.
Take a timeout. He got caught up on his own guard. That's what ended up getting him sacked. Ritter got caught up on his own guard, and the defense, the
Jerry
front
Lee
seven got to him.
What's going on, my guy? Yeah, I mean,
they let the clock run out.
That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get to the half.
Really? Why wouldn't you take a deep shot on 4th? Nope. The timeout came in just before the clock ran out, apparently.
I mean, they're at the 50. As long as he rolls out of, like, harm's way and just takes a long shot like a slinger down the field, he might get a touchdown.
So what are they going to rule? Are they going to get – 2 seconds has been put back on the back on the clock.
Hopefully my idea works. 35-yard line.
I was going to say, is your idea going to work like that one commercial where he says hook shot from half court and it doesn't go in?
I mean, yeah. I mean, one of my ideas didn't work this year either. The Lakers winning the chip. Still yet to be determined, but.
Yeah, I made a bet on that. I think I won already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Prevent defense. Looks like Cincinnati setting up in a Hail Mary. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, running back to the right. Ritter takes a snap. Obviously looking deep. Rolls up, and he is sacked. He's sacked. Will Anderson Jr. You're going to half since he's getting the second half kickoff.
Ritter. Wow.
Prevent defense prevents you from winning, but in that situation, it did help.
Yeah, it did help. I think that's what they wanted to do. As we go to halftime, 17-3, Alabama leads all Alabama this half. That defense has been getting to Ritter. He can't move out of the pocket. And when he can move out of the pocket, he has Will Anderson chasing him.
He's not given the time by his offensive line. It's killing him.
It really is. Was that Xavier McKinney? What the heck? Did I just see Xavier McKinney for Alabama?
I looked down for a second.
Right? It literally looked like him. I think I just saw him, but I don't think that's him.
I think they might be pulling that pylon off because that thing does need to be replaced.
Yeah, Bama going into the half feeling comfortable. Yes, it is college football, though. You don't want to get comfortable with the lead in college football since he gets the ball. Yep. Especially in like at the start of the first half, not at the start of the third quarter. You don't want to be comfortable with that lead. Your defense has to keep controlling this game for you because offensively right now, they got a couple of touchdowns. They got that one big long touchdown to Brooks on that streaking route where he just beat the corner over the top, and he had the dude wide open. But that's really all they've had down the field. Other than that, it's been more like short yardage plays, handoffs to the running back Robinson and number 6. They've been gashing that defense all day long. But what was your analysis on that first half, Jordy?
So how I see it is, Cincy, they made the adjustments. They're starting to look a lot better, but they still can't stop the Robinson's ground and pound type of game.
Yep.
And when it comes down to it, it's you got to stop him, or else they'll gash you with it all day. They gave up not many big plays, which is surprising, but I still got another half of football for them to do that. And all it takes is one more big play for them to start giving up hope. Mm-hmm. And that's a killer in a team, hope and momentum. Right now, Alabama's going to ride the momentum going out of halftime, and they don't really need to adjust. They're doing everything right. They're starting to get more comfortable, getting the right packages to get to Ritter, and it's all they need.
Yep.
And when it comes down to Bama, they're running the ball correctly. They're getting everything done. They should be proud. Since he's got to step their game up, make some changes on the offensive and defensive side, and hope it works.
Agreed, 100%. Personally, I think they've adjusted to that offense of Alabama. Defensively right now, Cincinnati is doing really well. Not really well, but they've adjusted well to that defense, that offense for Alabama. But the thing is, Alabama can still gash you with that rushing attack with Robinson and Jackson, and that's what's ultimately going to win them this game. Now they do get the ball to start the first half, so we got to see what Alabama's defense looks like. But I feel like personally, if they don't score on that drive to start the second half, then the game is probably going to be over. Because if you let Alabama score again, that is a momentum killer, as you said.
Yeah. You can't let them score again, or that momentum swing is going to be too much for Cincinnati to handle.
Yep.
But yeah, you had a highlight to show me?
Oh, yeah. I was going to show you. It wasn't like it wasn't on Twitter or anything, but it was I think it was a short that I saw where this dude said Lamar Jackson isn't a top 20 quarterback, but he said Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback.
Who is it, Chris Sims?
I'm still trying to find out where that short was.
It sounds like Chris Sims' quarterback list at the beginning of the year when that was garbage.
He said hot takes. This was a couple of his hot takes. He said Jamar Chase is offensive rookie of the year. Not surprised with that one. He said Lamar Jackson.
Hot take.
Yeah, that one's not a hot take. He said Lamar Jackson is not a top 20 quarterback. And then he said Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback. And then Cole Beasley is a very underrated receiver. That one's not really a hot take. Cole Beasley's an underrated receiver.
Well, Beasley, he may be a little underrated, but it's because of his play style and his vaccination views overshadow him.
Yep.
Also, Georgia is rolling up to their bowl game right now. The Georgia team bus is on the way there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks like a domination right now.
Yeah.
If they score again, that'll just ruin everything. That'll ruin the momentum that they had.
There is a ton of fans outside Hard Rock Stadium right now for that Michigan-Georgia game.
Well, you want to go over the stats right quick? Let's do that. Right.
Yeah, sure. I was going to say, you want me to do it?
Yeah, because I'm trying to still show up something.
All right, so let me pull it up because I don't have them on hand like I should, just like I should have an on-hand stat sheet. I showed up very unprepared today. It's one of the only times, but I do know Robinson's over 100 yards on over 15 carries. He's having a fantastic day, and he's going off. I mean, there's not much to say about it. They're not stopping him. And if this will load, because as you already know, Spectrum sucks.
Yep, I can agree with that. I really can agree with that.
I was
And
gonna say anybody on the East Coast knows that.
what's going on, MG? What's going on, Hayden? Hayden, MG, two of my good friends right there. But these are the stats. Let me pull it up right quick. Whoa, not the game film, not the game film. Could have got copyrighted right there. But since Cincinnati's quarterback, 8 for 17, 59 yards. 8 for 17, 59 yards, 0 touchdowns. Jerome Ford, their running back, gets a 5 carries for 23 yards, I think. 0 touchdowns. Ryan Montgomery, 1 carry, 3 yards. Ritter, 4 carries, -9 yards. He's been sacked all day long. Not what you want to see, especially if you want to keep getting into this game. Their defense, well, they're receiving. They have Michael Young, who has 3 catches for 27 yards. Their leading receiver. Tyler Scott, 2 catches for 27 yards. Jerome Ford, 1 catch, 6 yards. Alec Purse, their best receiver, 1 catch, 5 yards. Leonard Taylor is their other receiver, 1 catch, -6 yards. Their defense, not really too much on the defense right now. But Alabama, Bryce Young, 12 for 20, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Ryan Robinson, 17 carries, 134 yards, 0 touchdowns, gashing that Cincinnati defense right now. Jameson Williams, on that pitch, he had 1 catch for 18 yards, 1 carry for 18 yards. Trey Sanders, 3 carries. Why do I keep saying receptions? 3 carries, 12 yards. Bryce Young, 4 carries, 8 yards. Receiving, I think that's Brooks is their leading receiver.
Yep, Ja'Cory Brooks.
3 catches, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. He had that 1 big touchdown off of that streak on that route. Their second leading receiver, Jameson Williams, 5 catches, 25 yards. Slade Bolden, 2 catches, 24 yards. Their tight end, Billingsley, 1 catch, 12 yards. Trey Sanders, 1 catch, 1 yard. So, good start there for Alabama's offense. Nothing defensively, and they have those 2 kicks. But, not too much defensively. Outright reaction. But, let me unshare my screen. Thank you for the raid, MG. But what did you think of both teams, Jordy?
Well, when it comes down to both teams, I mean, Cincy, their offense has been very lackluster in the past game. Ritter's missing some decent throws. Some of them for better reasons than others. And then defensively, they've struggled against Robinson and struggled to give up certain plays deep. But other than that, they've stepped up. Their defense has started to change. You're seeing a lot more differential in the scheming, how they're bringing how many guys to the quarterback, and they're getting a lot more pressure. when it comes to Alabama, if they're getting pressure, they've settled in, bringing only 3 or 4 guys, maybe even 5, and forcing Ritter to get the ball out quick because that O-line sucks. Not surprising. And then their offense, they're rolling. All they need to do is hand off to Robinson. That's all they're doing, really, is handing off and gouging with a pass here and there. They're getting it done. They know what they need to do at this point. They know what's working.
Agreed. So defensively, if they keep adjusting, all they have to do for Cincinnati's side, all they have to do is just stop the run. That's the only thing helping Alabama in this game. They had that one big touchdown, but it's mostly been short coverage yards. It's been those little slants to Williams. He has 5 catches off of that for 25 yards. But that one big play to Brooks, but it's not really been too much receiving. It's been more sort of Robinson and Jackson on these rushes.
Yeah, you're seeing the run game get a lot of attention for Alabama and Cincinnati. They're trying to get something going in the pass game, and it's not working. So both sides have kind of different focuses on both sides of the ball, and some of it works, some of it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I'm going to take a halftime break right quick.
All right, so looking at this game, it's hopefully a little less disappointing for Cincinnati in the second half, but then again, I may or may not have called it. And let's hope that there's still a competitive game, because if not, this game is not going to be won like it was competitive in the first half. Georgia's team bus is on the way to Hard Rock Stadium. It is getting closer and closer. I still think, and Michigan is already there. I still think it's ironic that every other sport, yeah, I'll take 1 or 2 buses, but college football, it'll take about 5. USC took 5. I want to say 5 or 6, 4 to 6, something like that, when they played Notre Dame. Hassan Haskins on screen right now, if you're watching the halftime report. And, well, there's a sign. What does that sign say about Ryan Day? Yeah, I don't want to know. There's going to be some jokes that'll stem from that, so I'm not going to say anything. But they are looking at the Michigan-Georgia game. I'm sure they'll note that that Michigan beat number 2 Ohio State. BLSG, if you're still watching. I'm just noting that Ohio State lost. But both these teams are dominant in their own ways, and that game later is going to be very interesting.
Agreed, 100%. They're just showing this Georgia game. I got a couple X factors in that game. It's all like about how they stop Aiden Hutchinson. If they can stop him, then that just opens up more sacks and plays. Ojabo.
Yeah, and when it comes to that game, I got 4 X factors for Michigan. Haskins and Corum are their offensive X factors. Their defensive are Ross and Hutchinson.
Agreed.
Georgia, their X factors really, I wouldn't say they have X factors. I'd say it more depends on what way their game decides to go. Because they can go either way with how they start off their offense and their defense, but we'll see what happens.
Is this game already back? No, it's not back.
Not back yet. Yeah. We got 2 hours and 11 minutes till Michigan plays, and I will say it's weird looking at every college and how you have some sponsored by Under Armour, some with Jordan, some with Nike. It looks weird seeing all the different uniforms, sponsors.
Agreed, 100%. Yes, sir. Let's get you. I think you're. What are you at? 74 now. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Also, I may or may not have. I have a clip from. I think it was the Michigan State game.
Mm-hmm.
A nice clip. I'll share it on screen. And great clip. I did send it in
the group chat.
Content creator group chat. You may or may not know what I'm talking about.
Are there?
If I can, there. So I realized again that my sound is off for Twitter clips for some reason. But
and then he gets hit. Bing bong.
Hold on, let me play that back from the beginning.
He's gonna get vertical, and then he gets hit. Cam Bright picks it up.
I really wish that RG3 was commentating another game because that clip makes me laugh every time.
Bing bong.
Just the way he says it.
Yeah. Unknown dude says he's about to lose $100. I hope it's not on this game. Please tell me you did not bet for Cincinnati.
All I know is if I end up losing $100, it's because I either lost a cornhole game or sauce toss game.
Yep.
And I might actually lose some money tonight. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you're gonna pick Georgia. So.
No, I mean I'm not even gonna bet on games. I'm just gonna bet on something else entirely and still lose.
Mm-hmm. Unknown dude says I'm from Cincinnati. I'm assuming you bet on Cincinnati.
So you drank the Cincinnati Kool-Aid, okay?
I'm assuming you really did bet from Cincinnati. Yeah, but that's good that you're from Cincinnati. I would expect you to be a diehard. Cincinnati's making a push this year for their football team, their college team. It's been big this year for Cincinnati.
Yeah, they can actually be happy with their sports for once.
Yeah.
That beats their neighbors, Cleveland. Cleveland hasn't been able to be happy about sports in decades.
I mean, Cleveland is doing good this year for their basketball team.
It's Cleveland.
Yeah, it's the Cavaliers. I mean, they could choke, but
they're not that great compared to some other teams. And the Indians are very up and down depending on the year. So,
yeah, diehard. They got a good basketball team too. I agree.
Yeah, their basketball team's good.
Welcome back, BLSG. But
oh, I missed the part where I said Ohio State lost to Michigan.
Yeah. Sleeper alert. I have just stopped focusing on fantasy. I already know I lost easily. I've stopped focusing on
fantasy. I lost in 3 of 4 championship games in multiple leagues. So, yeah, I basically just said, yeah, I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if BLSG needs a reminder that Ohio State lost to Michigan, I know a guy. I can call him right now.
Mitch. Yeah.
No, not Mitch. Although I could call Mitch too. I could send him a message on DM and go, hey, how did Michigan do against Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah, that crowd in front of Hard Rock Stadium's jumping, though.
I mean, it is like, but it's been a long time since Ohio State lost to Michigan. Michigan always wants to beat them.
First time Harbaugh's done it in his era.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, BL, really?
Good thing I wasn't here to listen to that.
Oh, you want to go there? I can still go there. I was going to say, we can have this debate.
He's just being himself. He doesn't want to have that debate. It really doesn't. I don't think he wants to have that debate.
It's crazy that we're watching bowl season on New Year's Eve. It doesn't feel like New Year's Eve.
It really doesn't, for real. It really does not.
Like, when you really get invested in these games, it's like, wait, it's New Year's? This is like New Year's feels like the side holiday at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight will be fun. I guarantee that everybody and their mother's going to be like, yeah, Happy New Year's on their Twitter at 12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm going to send 8 different people messages going, hey, did you make it to midnight?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be Michigan fans or Georgia fans.
Yeah, a lot of the people that are watching that game are going to be up. They're going to be like, okay, what's another hour? I've been sleepless for the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. BLSG says, when Michigan loses to Georgia tonight, I'm going to go off and have and rant about Michigan and how all their toxic fans. Oh,
Wow,
man.
he's really going to be mad if they lose. Hey, it's your burner account. I'm just kidding.
Howie Roseman has entered the chat. He says Ritter might be a 7th-round pick or a
You know, originally we thought that was you. I really wonder who that could be.
I don't know. Yo, what's going on, Jacob? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by, my guy. He says, I really didn't know who that was. I can tell you that's not me 100%.
Yeah, now we know. We got to find out who that is. We really do.
What if it's BLSG? What if it's BLSG?
I thought about that, but watch, we won't find out for another 3 years, and then someone's going to come in and be like, I was Howie Roseman. We're going to go, really? It's you?
Mm-hmm.
No matter who it is, we're going to be like, oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, he says, I'm going to the Browns and Steelers game Monday night. Awesome.
Steelers or Browns fan? That's the question.
He's a Steelers fan.
Okay, I feel bad that you have to have Big Ben play quarterback for one more game. I feel sorry.
Man, you troll every old quarterback and player in both sports, basketball and football.
Dude, I got jokes for everybody. I make sure nobody feels left out. At this point, you could give me an NFL team, and I immediately will have a joke for them.
All right. I got a couple teams. I'm gonna do it for both college and football. Atlanta Falcons. I have to start them with them.
Well, they've got a mediocre quarterback that all he can do is throw in a West Coast offense because that's all he's good at.
All right. Let me see. Panthers.
You guys traded for Sam Darnold. You traded for USC quarterback. You guys are a disappointment in and of yourselves.
Damn. The Buccaneers.
You guys signed Tom Brady, but you still can't draft.
I mean, they did get Devin Lloyd a couple of years ago, but
yeah, but they drafted Tryon, and he hasn't really done much.
Drew. Let me see. Saints.
You guys really tried to start Taysom Hill, and you paid him multiple millions in dollars. There's a reason that Drew Brees is gone. There's a reason he didn't stay another year.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about Ian Book.
No, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll stay away from that for now.
Let me see. I think the game is back. Hold on.
Yep, the game is back.
Let me change it to the third quarter. But we got more. We got plenty more.
Yeah, through the show, you're gonna start giving me random teams I gotta insult. All right.
I'll do it in between commercials to make the chat more happy.
Yeah.
Cincinnati will get the ball to start off the third quarter.
All right, I'll cover play-by-play for that.
Got you.
Are we gonna stay the same rotation? You got Bama, I got Cincinnati.
I got Bama, and you got Cincinnati.
Right. So the kick is up and away. The third quarter has officially begun, and that'll be a touchback. I miss the days when we would actually return footballs.
Did you see that throw that Young made earlier to Brooks on that touchdown? That throw was that throw was beautiful.
That was a textbook great throw. No, I've already insulted them.
Yeah, he's done it enough.
I've already made enough jokes.
We got the old jokes, retirement home jokes, everything.
Yeah, I've already made enough retirement home jokes for one lifetime. All right, Ritter hands the ball off. No, he doesn't. Takes the run, going, and he makes it to about the 33. So that's an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good run. They faked me out.
Mm-hmm. Great design there.
Yeah, a lot of people bid on that, and if he needed, he could have had the receiver play the pitch.
He got that first down.
No, he was. Oh, they gave him 9 yards, so he's got less than a yard to go.
Okay.
2nd and 1, and there's an Alabama player down on the All-State logo. That is, who is that?
BLS Jesus and so the Chicago Bulls.
The Bulls mortgaged their whole offseason for a couple guys, including Alonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is one of the worst guys you could ever think was a good idea.
He's okay.
He's okay. He's not great. Also, that might just be cramping, I think. Yeah. I think it's just cramping. It didn't look like anything serious.
That was number 9. Who was that?
Was that Will Anderson Jr.?
Let me see.
As soon as I saw it, no, that's not him. Because I think Will Anderson Jr. is he's around there, but he's not 9. Cincinnati in the first half had 76 yards. That is the fewest in any half of a college football playoff game. Yeah, you guys said it was bad when Notre Dame made the college football playoff.
That is what's his face? Jordan Battle.
I can't insult the Wizards for getting Kuzma. That was a good trade. They traded a surgery-prone Russell Westbrook for good pieces. What do you want me to say to that? Also, Ritter hands off up the middle for a first down on the 36.
Hey, you can still insult the Wizards, say.
Yeah, but not for that trade.
Yeah. But Cincinnati is starting to get a roll on this drive.
I was going to say, if you want me to insult the Wizards, all I got to say is 2 words, John Wall.
Yeah, that.
All right, so the snap to Ritter, looking right, throws. That is complete for about 8 yards. And they're going to continue to try to move the chains here. That's the kind of offense that they have going right now.
BLSU, we'll get to the insults about
We'll get to those on the commercials.
Yeah, at the commercials.
Luke Fickell looks like he's trying to do anything to keep himself in this game.
Yeah.
Anything.
Mm-hmm. Why is their head coach so goddamn tall? Holy crap.
2nd and 1 from the 44. Ritter takes the snap. Looking, throws. That is complete for a first down.
What is Cincinnati's head coach's name?
Luke Fickell.
Luke Fickell. All right.
All right, so setting up with a 1st and 10 on the 48th, the Alabama 48. Looks like 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, running back to his... Actually, no, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, running back to his left, tight end to his right, motioning 1 receiver, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking, throws, complete to about the 36 to Price. Good play. Short out. That's all you need to do to pick up the first. That's the West Coast they needed to go back to.
Good first down right there. Yep. Alex number 12.
Yep, Price. So, on the 36, 1st and 10. Looks like that was that's a handoff going outside the tackles for about 9. He kept his feet churning, so it looks like to be a 2nd and 1 or 2nd and 2. Again, Luke Fickell looks tall on that sideline.
Yeah, he is really tall.
2nd and 1 from the 27. Ritter threw his towel behind him, picked up by a ref. Or a towel, not his towel. And snap, the fake throw. He takes it himself, runs about 2 yards, 3 yards, 1st and 10 from their own 25 or 24.
That was another Diamonds formation. Kyle Pitts is over. Got her. Yeah, we'll get to that commercial.
That, all I'll say is no.
Yeah, I disagree with that one. He is an Atlanta Falcons fan though, so See why he said that.
That explains a lot. All right, 2 receivers to his left, tight end, or to his right, tight end and receiver to his left, running back to his right, motioning the tight end to his left. I have no sense of direction today. The snap to Ritter, looking right, throws to his running back. That is for about 4 yards, 2nd and 6 from his own or from the opponent 20. What a play!
Yeah.
What a play! He was locked onto his running back the whole time too. Desmond Ritter, the recruiting ranks. Desmond Ritter was 1,657th in 2017. Bryce Young was 5th in 2020. That tells you the extent both these guys have come from. Bryce Young was from the top from high school. Desmond wasn't.
Yep.
2nd and 5 from the 19. The snap, the handoff, that goes for no yards. Just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. Look for the pass here. Also, BL, you're wrong. There is such a thing as too many retirement home jokes.
Hey, they're moving the ball right here on these on the goal lines. They're
If
moving.
they copy the first half, they'll only move the ball for this drive and then do nothing for the rest of the game.
Yeah. So let's see what they can do.
Snap, looking left. Ritter throws. He way overthrew his receiver. He threw it like it was more towards the back corner. His receiver was in the front corner of the end zone.
That's the things that I've been talking about with the Ritter. That man just like
accuracy's a problem.
Receivers.
4th and 5, field goal units coming on.
Yeah.
Also, I can hear a Michigan fan getting hyped in the other room. I don't know how good of a thing that is. If there's yelling in 10 minutes, don't worry, I'm alive. Nothing happened. It wasn't me. Cole Smith, he made his first earlier from 33 yards. It's his first field goal attempt, or this was his first field goal attempt since October 8th. Kick is up. It's good. 6-17, Alabama leading. 9:57 left in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we are going to commercial, and that is Patrick Mahomes in the stands, in the boxes, actually.
He's supporting his. He's supporting Texas. I would assume Cincinnati.
Probably. Same colors.
13. Well, he is a Texas Tech fan, but because he played there. But he's
Yeah, he also jinxed him that one time. Remember?
Yeah. So.
Well, we are in commercial. This game has gotten a little bit more exciting.
It would have been a little bit closer if Ritter didn't overshoot the receiver there on that play.
That's not the first time he's overshot him tonight.
Yeah, he's done that a lot of times. It would be It would be a lot closer in the game today if Ritter didn't overshoot his receivers.
Yeah. So, do we want to cover the Pitts over Goddard thing quick?
Yeah, let's cover that.
No, just based on the simple fact that Goddard is a better all-around tight end. And Pitts, he may be more of an athletic freak. That doesn't mean anything in the NFL. You can be athletic. It does not do you any favors. It may a little, but look at Johnny Manziel. I mean, look at all the 6'7" quarterbacks that have failed. Just a different breed of a build doesn't change anything. What do you mean, did you want to do the insults? What?
Oh, the things, the Bulls things and stuff. The NBA insults. The NBA.
He wants me to insult the Knicks?
I mean, that's just mean. You want insults.
I don't want to insult Knicks fans. I still haven't seen one anywhere in New York in my life. They're a dying breed. I think I've met one total. I don't need to actually two. I don't need to insult them more than they've already been insulted. They've suffered enough. I mean, one good year with Kemba Walker. They'll be happy with this for like 5 years.
I mean, I do live in New York, and that's upstate New York. Well, not upstate, central.
Technically, it's upstate when it's not really upstate.
Yeah.
They call upstate anything that's not in New York City.
Yeah. Basically, anywhere around like above New York City is called like upstate New York or Central.
Yeah, you are central.
Yeah, but
Game is back.
they're still showing those commercials for me. I don't know why it's taking so long. Big Fred says upstate is literally just nothing but trees.
No, you're thinking of Old Forge.
Yeah. All right, they're showing this AT&T commercial. This thing is taking so
You're still not back?
long. I'm still not back.
I had the kickoff already.
Oh, this is why I think it's showing me the wrong thing. All right, you can call the play until I reset the thing.
All right, so Young takes a snap, hands it off. He goes right and then reverses left or back to the left, and that goes for about 1 yard. 2nd and 9 or 8. All right, so Young takes another snap, hands the ball off again up the middle. This one has a lot more success. Robinson going, breaks 2 tackles up the sideline to about the 35.
That dude is a dog. All right, the game is back for me. Thank God.
I was gonna say, what's your time clock at?
It is the lady is still talking.
Yeah, I'm at 9:14. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say you'll see the handoff in a sec.
Yep, it was on that 2nd and 8. All right, I'm back. 1st and 10 now for Alabama. 17-6, third quarter. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Running back in the backfield. Another handoff to Robinson. Robinson gets a gain of maybe 2, 3. I like how he just pushes players around. Like, he has that ability to, like, keep going even when there's so many tacklers there.
Yeah, he's a bruiser.
156 rushing yards, 20 carries. Holy crap. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 in the backfield. 1 receiver at the top. 2nd and 7, 3. We're in the third quarter. 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Tight end in motion. Diamonds formation to the left of Bryce Young. Handoff there to Robinson. Number 6 gets a gain of 3.
I'll say this: the leading rusher for Bama has had 1,000 yards ever since 2018. Damian Harris had 876, and the year before that he had 1,000.
And Najee Harris, 2019. They're just showing that. Was he there? Was Robinson there last year when Harris was there?
I think so. I don't remember exactly. I forget what year of eligibility Robinson's in.
Diamonds formation to the left of Young. Young drops back, rolling. Wants to throw it, and good tackle there from number 2 of Cincinnati. Good play.
Yep, punt team's coming out.
Yep, punt team. So 4th down, and I believe would be 4. They're going to punt the ball away. Cincinnati will get it. No reason they shouldn't score here. You got to score here.
It's Cincinnati. They'll find a way to screw it up.
Yeah, I second that.
Also, here's a stat line for you. Cincinnati all-time 0-5 versus Alabama. 1-2 all-time versus SEC teams in bowl games. Bama is 58, 13-3 against current AAC teams. All but 2 of those are losses. Losses are to Tulane in the early 1900s. So
that just goes to show you how good Bama is.
Also, 2019 LSU and 2020 Alabama are the only CFP 1 seeds to ever win the national title. Prior to 2019 LSU, the 1 seed had not won a national championship.
Yeah,
We'll see if they can get themselves there to potentially win one after this, and they probably will.
agreed. What I would do if I was Cincinnati here on this offensive drive, because you just scored the field goal like earlier on the last drive, 2 drives before this, you have to keep at least running the ball. If you don't run the ball here with about 8 minutes to go in this third quarter, 7-6 or whatever, it's still that mid point of the third quarter. You have to keep running the ball to keep gashing that defense out a little bit, and that helps you get into the red zone. Just keep using your running backs and don't overshoot your receivers, Desmond Ritter. Do not do that.
Yep, that's one thing he's got to do is not overshoot his receivers.
Yeah. Why would he insult his own team, BLC?
No, I would not. The
I
only
mean,
thing I'll-
Notre
The only
Dame.
thing I'll say is in relevance to the Celtics is rip Sam Young.
I could see that.
I don't know why he thought I would insult my own team, but
Hey,
beyond me.
like and subscribe, y'all. Go check me out on Twitter and Instagram. Same handle, Big Play Say. Longer handle though on Twitter. But go subscribe to my guy Jordy. Let's get him to at least 80 by today and keep pushing him there to 100.
Also, somebody just decided to set off fireworks, so if the mic picked that up, nothing I can do about it.
Damn.
Yep, they're prepping for tonight because once New Year's hits, a couple people are going to start setting them off. Cops here are going to be busy tonight. Syracuse probably will be the same way.
Definitely. He says if I was Cincy, what I would do is just score a touchdown and make it a one-score game. The problem with that is it's Cincinnati. They'll find a way to, play around. And I think Alabama's defense right now in this third quarter, you have to stop them. I mean, you're winning 17-6. You might as well just end it right here.
Yep,
This game is practically over.
Since he takes the snap, Ritter looks left, throws, and it is dropped by the receiver. What a bad drop. In his hands, out of his hands, couldn't reach forward and grab it. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Bad play by the receiver.
Yep.
Also, Bryant looks fine on the sidelines. It doesn't look like he's favoring that right side, whether it was a shoulder. I think it was the shoulder. He looks to be fine now.
Yeah.
Ritter shifts his running back left. Receivers and tight end to left, one receiver to his right. Doing a little adjustment. Gets the cadence. Ball is snapped. Hands the ball off up the middle. And he keeps his legs churning for about 6 yards, 2nd and 4. That's what you do. That's what every good running back does. Keeps his legs churning, even if he's got a guy on him. And that's what Ford did.
Yes, sir. Gotta keep him second guessing.
Yeah, I feel like I've said it a lot about keeping legs churning, but it's worth it. 2 receivers to the left, tight end receiver to the right, running back to his left, tight end motioning from right to left, basically looking like what they ran earlier in the last play. They are 2 and 8 on third downs and average 6.1 yards to go on third down. Desmond Ritter throws. It is incomplete. Receiver was clamped on. He almost had it, though. Could not complete. 4th and 4 from their own 35. They're going to end up punting it away.
See? That's exactly what I bet.
They tried to tangle up the corner. It didn't work. Receiver could have had the ball, but then the defender made a great play, and it was forced out. He had a loose grip on it.
There. I mean, you're rolling out. It's basically a play.
He could have. It's possible. I don't know if he wanted to, though.
Yeah, yep.
Fletcher's back to punt. 3 punts, 48.3 yards per punt, and he has a long of 54.
What if they just fake us out here?
They were about to do another adjustment, and there's a flag for, I assume, delay of game. Yep, they got screwed on that one.
Yeah, that idea of faking out now won't work.
There's no chance they fake from their from a 4th and 9, unless they're crazy, which they could be.
Yeah. I mean, let's not forget it's Cincinnati. Anything is possible with them.
Now Fletcher every time will move to his right to punt, and that punt is fair caught at the 26.
Yep. Bama will get it at 26. I don't like the fact that they keep not scoring on drives where they should score. This is why you have to just keep running the ball. Where plays like that just happen. They rolled out, tried to get something there, they couldn't, and then they got a flag on that that intended punt. So yeah, man, I don't like what Cincinnati's doing, and this is not a good team. Honestly, I think they will get spanked if they face Michigan. Both of these teams are going to get spanked by Michigan the way they're playing right now. Yeah, it's probably over one more touchdown.
Yeah, if it stays low scoring, one more touchdown is all they need to seal it.
Yep.
Or if they can score one more time and make their defense give out, where they lose all momentum and they lose all will to win, then Alabama would go off, which that sounds like Alabama. So, they're the kings of putting up garbage time points at times.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, they also play a bunch of FCS schools or very, very low tier FBS schools because they're scared to play a real schedule sometimes.
Agreed.
Somebody's having fun with fireworks. Really?
Yeah, those Michigan fans.
There was one little show of like 10 of them, and now every once in a while I just hear one go off, and then 5 minutes later, another one, and then another one. Like, they must be having fun.
Yep, agreed. Hopefully one of those. What if they just both tie? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
They would not let a tie happen. They'd be like, no.
That will never happen in college football tie.
But the way it's set up, no, it won't.
Yeah. Alabama is going to play Georgia in the national championships. Bryce Young versus Stetson Bennett.
Nope, it's not going to be the battle of the SECs. It's not.
Yep. Well, that can't happen either way.
It could. I just don't think it will.
Yeah. I mean, personally, right now, I just don't see how you can stop that Georgia and Michigan defense. Either way, Michigan's defense is just really good. Like, I don't know how anyone can get past that defense. Like, even Ohio State's offense couldn't do anything against that team.
Ohio State got exposed for what they are.
Yeah. A lot of teams got exposed this year.
When you take away their 2 receivers, they're not that great.
Yep.
Wow, what a play. They're really keeping Cincy on their toes.
Now, let's say Bama and Georgia plays in the Natty. Who would you see winning?
Georgia. Bama's not built to win at that level now.
Fake handoff there. Bryce Young takes it, and he gets a gain of 6 to 7. You said Georgia? You said Georgia, Jordy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, Georgia, the last time they played, it was more sort of Alabama played most of their starters, and that's the reason they won. Oh my God, my stream keeps lagging as soon as I hate Spectrum. I cannot stand Spectrum. I really cannot.
All right, so do you want me to take over play-by-play?
Yeah.
3rd and 6 from their own 30. Bryce Young, shotgun, takes the snap, looks left, throws. That is thrown way over, and that is an interception by the Cincinnati safety on their own 50. Bearcats fans go wild.
You see what I mean? As soon as I let go of the play-by-play, something good happens.
As soon as your stream cuts out, there was a score, and then there was an interception the next time.
Wow.
He got rushed, and he got destroyed. Oh, Bryce got hit bad by 2 people.
Yeah.
That was a good pick, though. He barely got that, too.
Game is back, man. This game is starting to get back a little bit.
So, now I got that was just a play earlier of play-by-play for me.
Yeah.
Bennett, single back formation, tight end to his right, 2 receivers to his left, running back in the backfield. And he pitches it. There's a flag already, and that play goes for about a yard. Question is this going to be holding? And it probably will, because this offensive line is that bad.
Yep.
Nope. Illegal shift on the offense.
Wow.
And they'll redo first down.
Cincinnati better score. A touchdown on this drive to stand a chance. Yep, I agree, BLSG. They don't score, it's game over.
So now penalties. Bama's 4 for 21 yards, and Cincy's 4 for 20. So pretty clean game, surprisingly. But that'll change now that I just said that. Bennett takes a snap. Acts like he's going to throw, hands the ball off, -2 yards, 2nd and 17. That was quick. Stop handing the ball off if this is what's going to happen.
They're going to adjust.
Yeah, they definitely got to adjust.
That was number 48 inside. That was Mathis on the defensive side.
Every time I hear Mathis, I think of Evan Mathis.
Yeah, me too. That was an Eagles legend.
Yeah. Ritter, shotgun, running back to his left, receiver to his left, tight end and 2 receivers to his right, takes a snap, throws. It is batted at the line again. 3rd time tonight.
Wow.
By Mathis again.
Wow.
He's throwing low balls.
He's just one big dude. How tall is Desmond Ritter?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I'll check that.
Probably around. Well, I'm not going to guess because then I'm going to be completely off.
He is 6'4".
I was going to say 6'5", so I should have. Oh, now my stream of what I was watching went down.
I'll do it.
I was going to say, I was going to swap over anyway, so now I can swap to my phone.
3rd and 16, 17-6. 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, running back in the backfield. 11 in motion. Ritter, there is a timeout, I think. Timeout there. Cincinnati.
Of course.
Timeout for Cincinnati.
I got lucky.
Yep. Man, this has been one interesting game.
Yeah.
It looks like it's over, and then they just shock us.
All right, my stream is going again.
Yes, sir. Is it showing you the commercial about the 2 guys just sitting down in the car?
Yeah.
Right there. Yep. Hopefully we're at this timestamp, the same timestamp. Oh man, I hate commercials. Commercials and ads and like Spectrum is the number one thing I hate about the internet.
Yep.
One more quarter of football to play. 17-6. 3 minutes ago in this third quarter, one interesting game. Um, Cincinnati has to score here. You're on, I think it's a third or second down here for Cincinnati. You cannot, you cannot not score or at least get a field goal on this drive. Cincinnati is just making dumb decisions now.
Yeah. Hate how these commercial breaks take so long.
Right? Oh man. Cincinnati has to step their game up. They really do have to step it up.
They got to step it up now rather than later, or else they're not going to get back in this game.
Yeah. They got to try something. Like, at least go deep or something. Like, try it. Because they're playing, I don't think they're playing too much prevent defense. They're playing a little bit prevent defense, but it's more sort of a we'll let you run it, but you're not going to get anything on the run. But we have guys down the field open. It's more like that. And they're playing a little bit soft coverage, to be honest. Alabama.
Yeah. All right. Game's back on. Ritter's back out. From their own 43, Cincinnati has the ball in the 3rd and 16. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Running back to his left. Ritter motion receiver from left to right. And he takes the snap, looks downfield, has rushers coming, and he's sacked down to the 30. That is about another 10-plus yards. They're definitely going to punt here. Cincinnati just dug themselves their grave even further. Soon they're just going to have to lie in it.
That is game. I'm sorry. This is game. That is game. Like
that was a 14-yard sack.
This game is almost over.
That was almost a 14-yard sack.
Wow. Like the dude was number 50 easily gave up on that play.
The tackles for Cincinnati suck.
Yeah. It was Anderson and number 8.
If I'm Cincinnati, I'm recruiting new tackles like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And that punt was down at the 30. Their punter's having a phenomenal day.
Yeah, I'm recruiting all linemen for Cincy.
Well, they need linemen, they need receivers, and they need a defense.
Yeah, I don't know how they got this far. I really don't know how they got this far.
Oh, they played a cupcake schedule and had a couple great guys on their team.
Yeah, they're just showing Aiden Hutchinson, the best player in this draft.
I mean, that's like telling me, oh, yeah, Virginia's good. They got a couple good players. And if they played the same schedule, they'd be good too.
Mm-hmm. And then when they face a real team.
Yeah.
Look. All right, 2 minutes and 54 seconds to go in this third quarter. Snap. Handoff to Robinson. Robinson gets absolutely stuffed in the backfield by number 0 by Cincinnati. Good play there.
All right, I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Got you, Jordy. 2nd and 13 now. 2nd and 13 now for Alabama. 2 receivers at the top. Receiver in motion. 1 receiver at the bottom. Young drops back. Sanders is pressuring him. Goes to the receiver on the check down, and he gets a gain of 1 or 2 maybe. So 3rd down coming up for Bama. Monjay Sanders he's been getting a lot of pressures today. He has been on fire today. Holding Alabama. I think that was on Owens, number 79. holding on Owens. So 2nd and 23 now for Alabama. That pushes them back way further than what they already had to deal with. The time is running. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty set. Young drops back. Young steps up, looks his receiver on the check down, goes to 18, and he gets a gain of 6 or 5 on the play. So 3rd down now coming up for Alabama. 3rd and 16 now for Alabama. A minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Time is expiring. You have to run it. Just get them off the field. 3rd and 16. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. I think it's the trips to the left. Young goes to Williams. Big first down there. Good play there from Williams. Jameson Williams. Another big play. Williams gets a first down. This game is literally practically over. Young, great step up. Got pressured. Saw the receiver. Williams. Good play. So 2nd down now for Bama. After that, well, their players are fighting here. Ooh, they're getting scrappy right here. Second and 9 now for Bama. 37 seconds to go as this 3rd quarter is expiring. 2nd and 9, 30 seconds to go. 3 receivers at the bottom. Looks like diamonds formation, running back in the backfield. To his left, Young drops back, hands off to Robinson. Robinson gets the first down. Big bruiser back. That dude has been all night good. Like, he's been doing really good all day. The Cincinnati offense let them down today. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. They're getting exposed today. That Cincinnati offense is getting exposed.
I'm alive. End of the 3rd.
Yep, end of the 3rd quarter as we go to this 4th quarter. 1 quarter left of Cincinnati getting absolutely mollywopped offensively.
Yeah, this Cincinnati team, they're struggling. If they want a chance, they got to score on their first drive in the 4th quarter. If they don't do it, there's not much of a chance of them getting back in it.
Yeah, 100%. I really don't have any hope for the Cincinnati offense. I really don't. There's nothing left. Like, what do you do? Just take shots down the field if you have it? I mean, that's what I would do. At least take 1 shot down the field.
They should look deep a little bit more, but they should also look and stay in with the West Coast because that's what got them here.
Yeah, I agree with that. And Vic says, but it's not like the game is out of reach. It's not out of reach, but it seems like it's out of reach. I don't know why.
It's not, but you got to remember, it's Cincy. They don't have the athletes to keep up with Alabama. This team's not built like an Alabama is. It's not built like an SEC team. Mm-hmm. I mean, people are even saying the same thing about Michigan, that it doesn't have the athletes for it, but they've definitely got better athletes than Cincy. They've got a better roster.
They got Haskins.
This shows me that if Cincy was able to stop the run game, then this is a very weak Bama team, and I think that this speaks a lot to how weak this Bama team is this year.
Yep. Agreed. And if they play Michigan, like in the Natty, that's over.
If they play Michigan like this, they're gonna get smoked.
They're gonna get smoked. Someone ban that dude in the chat. I'm already on it.
What is it with the spam bots? They get dumber and dumber every time.
I don't know. They always do this.
It's sad. Am I the only one that doesn't get hit with them?
I mean, it always happens for some reason. Like the smallest YouTubers, biggest YouTubers, spam bots.
Literally every other stream I'm in, it always gets hit with one of them. Me, I usually won't get one.
Oh man, I hate those annoying spam bots.
I'm like, what, am I not important enough for you? I was gonna say all it takes is a quick hit of the banhammer, though.
Yeah. But Alabama gets the ball in that fourth quarter. At this point, what I would do if I was Alabama is just run the ball. Literally just run the ball all game long in that fourth quarter. Just run the clock out. You have the lead. It's 17-6. Let me change it to the fourth quarter. It's 17-6. You have about 15-ish minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Just run the ball. It's not really that hard. And Vic says, if Cincy is able to stay in the game, what do you think Georgia will do to them? Georgia will mollywop them as well if they don't play this good.
Georgia will do a lot worse stuff to them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. But my fear for Alabama is if they play like this against a team like Michigan, you're not going to do well for the rest of the this season alone just shows you how bad Alabama's been. They're in the game
they've had a down year this year, and that just testaments to how some of the higher teams are going up in recruiting, and it's taken away from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. They're just showing Hassan Haskins entering the building.
I was gonna say you followed behind me again.
Put that down. All right. We are back, I think. They're just showing Jordan Davis, all those players. All right, 2 receivers at the top. Running back in the backfield, 1st and 10. 15 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Young drops back, throws it deep downfield, and he has nothing there. He wanted Brooks there.
I was going to say in a minute, you're going to see a dumb play again. Another dumb play by a emotionally charged player.
Yep.
It's not the first one this game.
Great play there from Monjay Sanders. If my thing cuts out again, I will be mad.
It'll cut out again. It cut out like 4 times per quarter.
2nd and 10, 14 minutes ago. Young, empty set. Throws it to Williams on the slant. Slant gets the first down. Good play there from Wood.
Did you see the dumb play?
Why would you take his helmet off? What's the point of that?
He ended up getting in a sportsmanlike conduct.
Why would you do that?
And that pushed them inside their own red zone, inside the 15 or inside the 15.
Oh man, dumb play right there. Dumb play right there from the defender of Cincinnati. One of the defenders from Cincinnati. Not what you want to see. Like, you're losing bad right now.
You're fighting to get in the natty. You don't want to do that.
You do not want to do that. All right. We'll just go to a different site. Sportsmanlike conduct. Now they're in the red zone. Handoff there goes for nothing, I think. Who are they going to call that? Offsides. False start offense. Bama. False start Bama. And they are in the red zone of Cincinnati. They're about to go up a 20 to something. 24-6. So 2nd and 6. They're just showing Bill O'Brien. Double chin O'Brien. Oh, man. All right. Rollout. Young. End zone. Touchdown.
Cameron Leitzu with the 9-yard touchdown reception.
Touchdown, Bama. They go up 23-6 in this fourth quarter.
The tight end with a man bun scores.
Cameron Ludo, I want to say. 23-6.
He may have gotten hit by a truck when he got into the end zone, but he still got there.
Good design there. I love that design from Bill O'Brien.
It's officially 24-6, Alabama.
Kick is up and it is good.
It was up the middle.
Dead center in the middle.
That's what you want from your kicker. Accuracy from 20 yards out.
Nick Elliott definitely doing that this season, I gotta say.
Hey, he had a confidence problem. It shows.
And now he's finally able to just mature as a player, and he is doing good numbers for us. Hey, he's helping us win football games. Most of his kicks, most of our points this year in games have come from Jake Elliott anyway. Like that Jets game, based off of that second half, it was because of Jake Elliott. But I mean, these designs today, like to get into the end zone for those touchdowns, have been just amazing by Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien, good coach, can't manage a team for his life.
For real.
I would rather have a dog be my player and personnel manager. That's how bad he is. Because a dog isn't going to trade away my next 5 first-round picks for Brandon Cooks.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
He didn't do that, but I'm saying that sounds like something he would have done if he could.
Oh, he probably would do that. I'm not going to lie.
Bill O'Brien, let me trade D-Hop for a second day pick and who was it?
Eva Johnson. Oh, man.
I wanted to say Duke.
No,
it wasn't Duke Johnson, but it was one of them. It was David Johnson from the Cardinals, who had a couple good seasons and all of a sudden just fell off the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like you would take multiple firsts or a first and a second and a player for D-Hop.
Game is back, I think.
And Cincinnati runs a short run play, doesn't go very far, second down.
Yep.
I completely forgot for a second I was doing play-by-play. Oh, it actually went for a couple yards. 2nd and 4, Cincinnati's 31. Ritter, shotgun, running back to his right, probably two receivers to his right, receiver and tight end to his left, motioning tight end. And snap, the handoff, outside the tackles for a first down. That's about 7 yards, gets him to around the 40.
Mm-hmm.
At the 37, 1st and 10. Alabama has allowed 82.8 yards per game in rush defense, 4th in the FBS. Today, they've only allowed 47.
Mm-hmm.
Shotgun formation. Tight end receiver to his right, running back to his right, motioning receiver from his left to his right, receiver to his left. Ritter takes the snap, pitches it. Running back going, gets about 5 yards to the 42. 2nd and 5.
This offense right now is so conservative. Like, they're not doing anything good.
Got to be when you're Cincinnati. Can't do anything when you're not conservative with the West Coast.
Yeah. What's going on, Rob? I'm doing good. Thank you for stopping in, man.
All right, Cincinnati sitting back up. Ritter, shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right, running back to his right, takes a snap, drops back, looking over the middle, throws. That's complete.
Wow.
He's got it at about the 28 to number 8. What a play. Right over the middle.
That's a really good throw right there from Ritter.
Right to the 29. 1st and 10. Since he's going to start rolling, hopefully, if they keep throwing the deep ball, that's a handoff. And it goes up the middle for a good chunk of yardage to the 24, making it a 2nd and 5.
Cincy, you see what happens when you use the deep ball? Things happen. Stop him for thank you, my guy. You have a happy new year, too. With that play right there to number 8, man, that was a really good throw.
Yep. Ritter looking at the sideline, slightly confused for a second, but now understanding what's getting called in. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, tight end to his right, running back to his right. And looks like he's ready. Motioning a receiver from his left to his right. That is number 7. Takes the snap. Looking to his right. Was going to go to 7. Letting him run. Throws it. He's got him. Potentially a touchdown.
Touchdown.
No,
Wow.
They're waving it off. They're waving it off. No good. And the defensive back came up with the ball. They're calling it no good.
That was a really good throw, though. I'm not going to lie. That throw was
Here's
right.
the replay as I'm lagging. The receiver may or may not have had it for a touchdown. They're going to have to review that. I want another angle. I don't know if he had it secured, but he for sure had that. Then after he hit the ground, the ball came out and ended up in the DB's hands. Nope, ball's out.
The
The
ball moved. Yeah.
Oh, the ball moved. The pylon camera has a nice angle of that.
Yep,
Great throw. Great attempt at a catch. Just bad hand placement. Snap. The handoff on an end around. That goes for about 3.5 yards. Going to be a 4th and inches, if not a first down.
Good pitch right there.
Yeah. What are we calling it? It's the Chains gang coming out. No, they're giving him 1 yard. 4th and 3.
Wow. Well, I mean, he did step out of bounds. I think that's why.
4th and 3. The offense is staying out there. On 4th down, Cincinnati's 12 of 17. They are 0 of 1 as of today. And somebody just called the timeout. I'm assuming Alabama. Nope, Cincy used their 2nd timeout.
I mean, you got to.
Now they're going to think about this. I would have let it run down, try to draw someone off sides, and then thought about it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would have done too.
And you take time off the clock. If you do score, you want it to be running.
Agreed.
You don't want to give Bama too much time. But you also want enough time to have yourself in the game, so it's a double-edged sword. I hate commercials. I bet you can relate.
Yep.
I feel like I say that every stream I do a play-by-play. I don't know why.
I mean, I always say I hate Spectrum on every stream. That's like one thing I always have to say.
It's your trademark. Put it on a shirt.
Bro, Spectrum is annoying. I hate that company.
Anybody who has it will agree with you. Trust me.
And they said they were the best Wi-Fi company too. I beg to differ.
They're not. Have you seen how many times Sora's had problems during our streams?
It's all, like I thought they were a good company for like Wi-Fi, but no, no. It's
no, you're the victim of some random guy unplugging and plugging back in an Ethernet cable over and over and over 24 hours a day.
You are spot on.
That's how somebody I know put it, and it is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have a commercial for a cooling, massaging, and cooling, heating, and massaging chair. I don't care. I want to watch football.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a gaming chair, I would think about it.
Right.
Who do they think watches this stuff that they put the commercials on for?
I don't know.
Certain commercials, I'm like, who's buying that? Who is interested in that?
DeMar DeRozan is a grown man. That dude's a monster.
DeMar DeRozan's a grown man when he's not forgetting that he's just out of his prime.
Game is back for me.
It just came back for me, too. How did you get in front of me all of a sudden?
I don't know. I went to the AC1 and finally it's working.
All of a sudden, you'll jump from in front of me to then behind me again, to in front of me to behind me. Yeah, I get it. It's Jury World. Okay, there we go. So, 4th and 3. The offense is out. Shotgun formation. Receiver and tight end to the left. Running back. Receiver, tight end to the right. What's Ritter looking at? You're probably going to see a protection of 6 or more. And motioning tight end from left to right. Fakes the handoff. Takes the ball. Going to throw or run. And he is taken down at the 26. It looks like Cincy just lost another prime scoring opportunity.
This game is over. I'm sorry. This game is well over.
I think they're done. Now you're gonna see Alabama run the ball their whole drive. It's over. I think it's over right here. If Bama can run 4 minutes off the clock, oh yeah, that's 1,000% over.
Yeah.
What Ritter tried to do, he saw the two guys coming up. He thought he could split the gap. It didn't work. They both collapsed on him. There wasn't enough of a gap, and it was no matter what he did, it was a bad idea because the way the offensive line moved, he was done. He's been getting killed all game.
Agreed. Robinson has just been gashing the defense all night long.
As he gets another rushing attempt.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised they're not being conservative and just rushing in small amounts. No, they're literally ground and pound, still going for big yardage.
I mean, when you have a running back like Robinson, that usually happens.
They're already on their own 45.
Did they get another handoff there?
And that's another handoff to get past the 50.
I'm gonna just guess every single time they hand it off.
Wow, are you watching?
Yep, I'm watching and I'm looking that way, every direction.
What's your timestamp?
9:19.
I'm at 9:30.
Yeah, so I've finally gotten ahead of you.
Are you gonna do play-by-play?
No, I'm not doing the play-by-play. Oh, my bad.
It's Alabama ball.
Oh, I thought you were calling Alabama. Man. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. 24-6. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Handoff again to number 6. Gets a good game. I completely forgot I was calling that Alabama one.
We all have moments. I had one earlier. I forgot. Yeah, I'm like half a play behind you.
Look at this stats. 176 total yards for Cincinnati, and Robinson has 204 total yards on the day.
Yeah, that's a career high for him.
2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Robinson in the backfield. No, number 6 in the backfield. A tight end in motion. Another handoff to Jackson. Jackson gets the first down. Down to 27 of Cincinnati. This game is well over if they score again.
If they score again, it just closes up the game.
Yeah. All right, 8 minutes to go. Clock is just expiring as we speak.
Yep, time's running off. You're hitting about 8 minutes now.
Mm-hmm. Another handoff to the running back, and he gets a yard. He's back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, if it hits 5 minutes, that is 1,000% game.
Yeah. Michigan, the 2 seed, plays Georgia, the 3 seed, later today, 7 o'clock.
They play in an hour.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they play in an hour because their game starts at 7:30.
Handoff there to the running back again. Jackson gets a gain of 2. 3rd down coming up. You would think they would kick it here. If they get another first down, this game is well over. Oh, man. Mikasha Cuisine. All right, Happy New Year to all. Thank you for stopping by. Ma'am.
But yeah, right now they can just kick a field goal. They're good.
Happy New Year to you in the chat too.
If they get stopped, they kick a field goal.
Yep.
They're just making themselves up even more. It makes it more difficult for Cincinnati.
Receiver in motion. Young drops back. They're going to throw it here, and I don't think it's caught. So 4th down and 8 now. And the field goal unit is coming for Alabama. 6 minutes and 25 seconds ago. This game is over. That looked like a Devontae Smith throw. I'm not even going to lie. The way he broke that route, that looked like a Devontae Smith type of route.
Yeah, I did.
All right, 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. 27-6 in this fourth quarter. 6 minutes to go. This game is probably over.
Yep.
Looks like this game is over. Bryce Young, Nick Saban, and the Alabama Crimson Tide are going to advance. Yep.
Yeah, may as well call it here for the game in terms of, yeah, they won. We'll see what they do next week.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to probably end the stream off right here anyway. This game is over.
You're going to end it?
Yeah, probably. Or maybe I'll go for another 5 seconds. 5 minutes, actually.
Yeah, all right. Whatever works for you.
Yeah. This has been one fun stream. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I'm glad you offered, because usually when I do it by myself, I'm like left talking, and I already talk too much. So I'll be at halftime, and I've drank a whole thing and a half of water, and I'm going, I don't know why I'm so thirsty.
See, what I would do is in between like halves or quarters, what I would do is just keep a drink next to me or water and just drink water like every quarter, like in between commercials. I would do that.
Yeah, because what I do is I just like I always have water with me no matter what I'm streaming, because especially if it's one of mine, because I talk for it a lot, so I always have something with me. But when it comes to play-by-play, I talk so much, and especially when it's Notre Dame, I start to ramble about guys, and then I'm just like, wow, I wonder why I go crazy. I talk so much.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's what we do.
Yeah, I do the same thing with the Lakers and Eagles. Definitely the Lakers and Eagles. But Auburn, I can talk a lot about that team too, for sure.
I am excited for tomorrow, though, when we play. Oh,
yeah.
It's going to be a good day.
No,
I got something that should be dropping at midnight if everything works out, and I'm going to be excited for that.
Showing the 2011 national championships. Saban's he's been in it basically every year. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he's been a very good coach, and this is just a testament to how good he really is. And then, yeah, Alabama's still gonna have the ball inside the red zone. Yeah, that. I don't need to be reminded of 2020. I'd rather forget that they won that year. I was going to say, show the game. I don't want to look at Nick Saban anymore. There we go. And they're going to kick off. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I forgot they scored for a second. That's why I said Alabama has the ball. Butcher the kick. Nope.
Damn.
I want to see somebody butcher a kick this year. And now are we showing the outside of AT&T Stadium again? Yeah. I don't care about Jerry World. There's the one stadium I can say that I will never want to go to. It's Jerry World. There's not much special about it. It's his playground. There's a reason we have a couple run-on jokes with it. And we went to commercial again. Really? We had to come back from commercial for a kickoff. We couldn't have done that during the commercial? In what world? The kick. They butcher kickoff so much that I don't need to watch it to know what's going to happen. Touchback, fair catch, most likely. Especially since they take it to the 25, even if you're not in the end zone. I went down to pin BL's message and forgot it's not my stream. I'm tired, but yeah, worst world in America.
Can we agree that Jerry is the worst world in America? What happened? What happened?
They had Jerry World on, and I pointed out that Jerry World sucks. Is it bad that I went down to click on BL's message like it was my stream and then realized, oh yeah, it's not my stream?
I do that a lot in every other streams for like Lakers comments or stuff. Do that.
I'm getting tired.
For real.
It's not even the Michigan game yet, and I got people coming over for it. Oh no. Speaking of, he's still not out of work.
Stream, man.
Yeah, we came out of Jerry World, or came back to Jerry World for a kickoff just to go back to commercial. Why? I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. It's already that New Year's spirit already.
Oh no, is he really playing it again?
Notre Dame plays OSU tomorrow. Ohio State plays. Is that UU? Who's that UU?
I always want to say it's Indiana.
Indiana, yeah, Indiana. And then Baylor plays Ole Miss, I think, tomorrow.
Also, my bad if you hear music. That's just somebody blasting. I think something.
You're good.
I don't even know. There's a TV out there that somebody's connected to that I honestly don't want to know what's being played on because there's been random stuff being played on it for about an hour now.
Yeah.
I went out there for a second. I go, "Are you trying to get in the mindset?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "You know, that seems right." Yeah, it's Utah. I always want to say it's Iowa for some reason. It looks like Iowa to me.
At OSU, yeah, plays Utah. Yep. Thank you, J-Mos. Thank you.
So,
flag. They're just throwing flags everywhere.
yep,
It's a
Cincy's
flag.
offense is back on the field. Ritter, shotgun, no running back in the formation. Takes a snap, looking left. Yup, and there's the flags you're talking about. I'm still behind you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't spoil.
Yep, that's Michigan he's playing.
This whole stream has been you being ahead of me, and the one time I'm ahead of you is
You got ahead of me slightly at times, but then you would always go back.
college or the NFL. Which refs are worse? Definitely the NFL.
That depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about like who's the worst all time, that's tough. Between the 2012 replacement refs and Pac-12 refs, they both suck. In general, yeah, I'd say at college by a close margin. In general,
Yeah, 100%.
uh, 81, the tight end, one of the tight ends for Cincinnati is walking with a limp on the sideline along the benches. Also, it's a second down for Cincy, 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle. He gets open room, breaks free over the 50 to about the 43. He's blasting the Michigan fight song. Really? Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I would. Does Auburn even have a fight song? I don't know.
Yeah. So, since he ball from the 43, Ritter goes back with a snap, and he gets tripped up in the backfield, falls at about the 49. 2nd and what's that? 12 or 13, probably. Probably more than that. Yeah, he went to move up in the pocket.
Yeah,
Got tripped. He was tripped by his own tackle.
That just goes to show you how bad their offensive linemen are.
They don't have the athletes. I said it earlier. 2nd and 16, Cincy ball. Receiver and running back to his left, tight end receivers to his right. Ritter throws the ball to his running back, gets no yards. 3rd and 16 from the 49. If you don't get moving here, you're not going to put up more than 6 points today. Also, let me know, Desmond Ridder is 43-6 as Cincy's QB when he starts. Well, he's lost as many games as he has points right now. And he's about to have 7.
Yeah.
The snap, looking over the middle, moving up in the pocket. Ritter's running. He's going. Slides it with about 5 yards left to go to the line. 4th and about 5. That's going to suck because he's at about the 38, 37 probably. 38, yep. He's got to get to the 33, 5 yards on the 4th down. This one isn't even for all the marbles because they already lost, but to gain some semblance of dignity. Ritter throws, incomplete,
Game over.
turnover on downs. Here's where you see Alabama run the ball a couple times and then go into victory formation.
This game is over. I'll just put the final win 27-6. I get that it's college football, but this game is just completely over. Now before we end the stream off, I just want to give my overall thoughts on this game. You want to go ahead first, Jordy?
You can go first.
All right, thank you. This game has been a total domination by Alabama from the minute into the last minute of this game. Alabama has just been destroying this team defensively. They couldn't stop Alabama's defense all day long. This just goes to show you what a real team is. Alabama is a real SCST team, and I get that they haven't been playing the best, but it's better than the competition that Cincinnati's been playing all year. They've been playing really bad teams, and they've been slightly doing better because they're playing these terrible teams, and they look good playing these bad teams. And then when they face a real team like Alabama, it's game over. I don't know what to say for Cincinnati's perspective. I mean, they did okay defensively. They got a couple stops here and there in that first quarter and that second quarter, but their offense just stopped them in this game. It would have been a lot closer if their offense scored more points, but because of that reason, they couldn't do anything. And this just goes to show you what happens when you play a real team and you have no receivers, no legitimate receiver target for Ritter, no offensive line help for Ritter. And they couldn't do anything all day. But you go ahead now.
Yeah, so Bama, they did a lot of running the ball. They knew what worked. They got it done early. They put up points, and then they just kept running the ball. That's all they needed to do. They didn't need to put up 40 points to win. They just needed to put up a couple scores and then hold Cincy. And the run game helped them get there with some passing in between. Their passing game wasn't flawless, but they definitely did a lot of their damage in the running game. And on defense, they locked Cincy down. They knew what they were doing. They knew what to throw at Ritter by halftime. And when they started to get comfortable, started to get pressure, started to force him to make tough decisions, they did that. They did it all the time. They got to him. They made him make those throws. They dared him to make those throws, and he struggled. Cincy's offense really wasn't there, and it's really what held them back. The defense played some good ball besides that they allowed so much to the run game. Other than that, they did well against the pass. But when your offense isn't producing, it doesn't matter how good your defense is. That's just it. And if the defense isn't good enough and it's not at the level or caliber that they can start scoring back. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, Alabama has the better team. They've got the better athletes. And since you just got pushed back down in the FCS for now until they move up. Because that's where they belong. Until they play real competition with real talent, this is what they're going to stay as, this team. So all in all, Alabama did what they were supposed to do. Not as dominant as they should have been, but they just did what works. They didn't need to be dominant. And I'll end this with an insult. Alabama says roll tide because they can't spell elephants.
Yeah, 100%. I take that joke. That's an amazing joke. As an Auburn fan, I'll take that.
Yep.
But I want to go over the stats right quick before we end the stream off. Ritter was 17 for 32, 144 yards. Terrible game, personally. Based off of what I've seen today, he had like one really good throw, and he had just a bunch of overthrows and just getting sacked left and right. And I can't even blame the guy. He has a terrible offensive line to work with. He was trying to roll out, do something, but he couldn't find anything. Jerome Ford was their leading rusher, 15 carries, 77 yards. Their run game didn't do anything too much. And Ritter, 10 carries, -6 yards. Their receiving game was 4 catches, 55 yards. Young was their leading receiver. Scott, 4 catches, 43 yards. Pierce, no show, 2 catches, 17 yards. And then the rest was just, solid catches. Offensively for Bama, 17 for 28, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception by Bryce Young. Great game by him personally. I liked how he played. He performed. That just goes to show you what a run game is, and it opens up the pass a lot more. He had 1 costly interception, and I don't even blame that on him. Robinson had 26 carries for 204 yards. His best game all season. And that just goes to show you how good he is. He's such a bruising back. And this dude has to start rising up draft boards. If he doesn't, I don't know what to say. This dude is a monster. He runs and just fights every single time he gets the ball. Sanders, 68 yards, 12 carries. Williams, 1 carry, 18 yards. Brooks, leading receiver, 4 catches, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Williams, 7 catches, 62 yards. Bolden, 3 catches, 31 yards. Billingsley, 1 catch, 12 yards. Lafatu had that 1 touchdown. Great play design there from Bill O'Brien. Just a complete domination by Alabama. Before we end the stream off, Jordy, I want you to shout your chin out, my guy. I appreciate you 100% for coming on my channel, doing this live play-by-play with me. But let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, and thanks for having me on. It's always fun, and it's always nice to do a play-by-play with somebody other than myself, because I go crazy when I talk to myself. But I am Jordy Fighter. I am the host of many podcasts where I share my depression in the games we play, and getting hyped for Notre Dame tomorrow, because the boys got a big game. Got something dropping tonight, and planning at midnight. Hopefully it works out. And then tomorrow I will be live for the game. And just go over there for overall energy about college football, NFL, basketball, anything. And who knows? Maybe new things to come on the horizon.
Yes. Go subscribe to my guy's channel. Big group chat we have for the Eagles content creators on Twitter. But yeah, man, this was one bad game, sort of. It was interesting there in that first half, but second half, Alabama just took over in that second half. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on to the stream. And I want to say Happy New Year to the people that were in the chat, the folks in the chat. This was one fun stream. Good live play-by-play for college football. Cannot wait to watch that Michigan-Georgia game. I will not be streaming that game, but I will be watching other people stream that game. Well, yes, sir. I already hear it. Michigan,
Yep.
Georgia game is
that's in the background. He's yelling. Also, the Alabama game is officially over 27-6, and there was a Big Al sighting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this Georgia-Michigan game is about to start defensive matchup. Let's see what happens. But until then, y'all can catch me at Big Play Slate, Eagles and Lakers content, also Auburn content, and maybe some Dodgers content. But yeah, let's go watch this Michigan-Georgia game. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for the people that came in the chat, and y'all have a happy new year. Peace. Georgia sucks. Michigan sucks. And Notre Dame sucks.